Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and post my links. That's the other thing I almost forgot to do. Since we are starting. Right, we're back. So, before we get right into it, did we want someone to kind of do a real quick recap, or just kind of jump in there?
Oh, I can do a recap.
Go ahead and start us off. You can do like a small part, or like even like a the whole thing. Up to you.
I'll read all 7 pages of my notes.
All right.
Word for word.
Word for word. No, our party started off in a dingy bar known as the Hooded Hen in the back of the toolbox. We met Zaiza, a drow with dark skin, yellow eyes. She has white hair and a vibrant dress. Then there's Kayla, a dwarf with gray and white hair and a bushy beard. She has dark makeup but colorful clothing and almost looks like a pirate. Then we have Akira, the tallest of the group, at 6 feet 6 inches tall. She's a dragonborn covered in scars and has a lovely tail.
Welcome back.
And lastly, we have Kor, a fairly tall but not nearly as tall as Akira, water genasi with flowing hair and ember eyes, and the loudest wooden sandals known to man.
Good lord.
Clack.
Clack, 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 clack. Our unlikely group of new friends, perhaps, accepted a job.
Wait, you
to
forgot the
hunt down
best
a
character.
Oh,
The rat.
oh, true. That's
The
right.
rat.
The
The
rat,
rat.
the rat that knows your sins.
The rat.
Oh, no.
Party leader, the rat.
Yep.
MVP, level 20 rat.
You guys will be meeting like these big important plot points in these quests, and it'll be like, I don't know, what do we do? Consult the rat.
Consult the rat. The rat
The
may
rat knows
actually be a
all.
god. We'll find out in 200 episodes.
Oh lord.
The group has taken a job to retrieve a missing package, a box with some kind of jewelry inside that was stolen and then stolen again.
In a manner of speaking, yeah. It was stolen by one merchant and then stolen by gangers. And then that's where you guys come in.
Yeah, and we were sent by our totally trustworthy contact, Ignacio, to the merry-go-round, which is a subdivision.
Yep.
It is very interesting. An ever-moving market district. And we went around in a big circle.
Yep.
But we did eventually find what we were looking for, so. And the merry-go-round led us to speak with the merchant who stole the box in the first place. And he directed us to the... to the scrapyard. Which is the city's dumping grounds.
More or less. It's kind of the equivalent to the like the secondhand refineries compared to the stuff in the mountains. But yeah, it's more or less a giant dumping ground.
So we're in the scrapyard looking for a dwarf named Harazi and a giant hulking figure of a person whose identity is unclear, just that he likely works for Karazi. And our biggest clue so far has been from another rat. He told us where to look.
That's
for
right.
this giant man.
Ooh, rats.
Rats are the key.
The rats know everything in this city.
We found a bunch of workers, but they didn't really want to tell us whether they worked for Karazi or not, so now we're just gonna beat it out of them. The Core does not think this is a great plan, but he's gonna follow through.
Up in for a penny, in for a pound.
You're in too deep now.
He's gotta look cool for the cool kids, you know. He's like, I have hesitations about this, but all the cool kids want to fight, so I guess I better do something.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and transition this real quick over.
Want to fight?
But yeah, that's
Guess
pretty.
so. I'll take it.
I think that's kind of the gist of it. Yeah. Was there any other details we might have missed,
I
or
did
anyone
skip
else?
over a lot.
Nope. No worries. Did anyone else have anything, or? Yeah, we
nope,
did
let's
kind of.
kick some ass.
That's all we need for now.
I feel like that.
would have been
Yeah,
just the little details.
Yeah.
the small
Most of
details.
them
Oh, like
have
finding the
gone
wheel.
at
Oh yeah.
wheel.
There was the discovery of the damaged cart. How it was damaged. A few things like that. Kind of came up.
Yeah.
But
We found a really nice juice bar.
oh yeah, the juice bar with the stern-faced looking dude. And
Oh, yeah, possibly drunk.
yep, they gotten more wine drunk again.
A little day drinking never hurt anyone.
Nah. Alrighty.
Just, you know, roll initiative at Disney.
Mm. There is one thing I am kind of going to add, because I had given, since it was a session one, it was just kind of the grace period of you know, you've rolled too many ones, and the DM wants you to have some advantage for it. I am that is given that we're still in session one, I would still say that you guys still have that, but I will not, and say at this point right now,
This is a long session one.
this is going to be a long session one, so yeah, this session one's gone long, and I will pretty much, I'm just gonna, unless it gets to that ridiculous point, I may reconsider that one, but you guys will not receive the benefit of the please don't roll a 1 anymore by the
Alright.
DM's grace.
Alright, everybody, roll 1 for your initiative. Let's go.
Oh.
Everybody roll 1.
Alright,
Huh?
you-
You,
Let me go
tell
roll
you
my
what, you
initiative
know
right
what?
now.
If you
Yeah,
all
let's do this.
collectively roll a 1 on your initiative,
We're not gonna do that.
like if you all do that, you will go first. I will do that.
Oh,
I will keep.
That's
I will
more
keep to
impressive,
that.
yeah.
I will keep to that for the entire game. So if at any point you all collectively roll a 1, I'll be like, okay, you go first. Everyone
That's
goes
never
last.
Gonna happen.
yeah, 1 for
Never
first,
gonna
right? That's how it works, right?
Not
It's
gonna
a-
happen. Not like last time.
No. But yeah, you have to all roll for that initiative phase a 1. But anyways, hold on. I knew I was forgetting one good song. This feels right as I set up this scene real quick.
Yeah.
Or actually no. It was this one.
Whoa. Holy shit. Why do I feel so tired?
Alright.
Somebody didn't have their coffee.
I did have my coffee. I had 2 coffees.
It's because we did to eat at night as well.
No
Oh,
Eden.
We'll do it after.
Funnel me down.
So, bringing us up to speed real quick, briefly before we had put ourselves on hold, the group had found a group of, well, rather scrupulous individuals, and one of your party members decided to boldly question them, which drew their ire, and which led you to a fight. And I'll kind of briefly describe them once more, just to kind of give us up to speed. But it is a group of 8 gangers, or, you know, appears to be. These guys are clearly like gangers. Very rough-looking crowd of individuals. Most of them are either human or some form of humanoid, whether it's a human or orc or half-orc, or an elf. However, among the 8, there is there's one goblin in the far back who does, well, as they all collectively draw their weapons, you see him kind of hop over to the scrap pile behind him, and then climb out of the mound on top, holding what seems to be in his hands, at the very least, a ludicrously sized firearm made of just whatever scrap that that has been slammed together. Who sits in the back of this, hostile crowd. And he gives this sort of sinister cackle as he tries to ready this heavy piece of metal. Roll for initiative, guys.
Here we go.
Wait.
Alright.
It's an exclamation point.
Right. I forgot.
Can we all go to...
What
if
do we
just
get if we all roll a 10?
If you all roll a 10,
I didn't roll a 10. I got a 16.
well.
Dream is ruined.
the dream is
Right.
ruined.
That was 23.
I will go last out of the party.
Dang. Well, I mean, it really does come down to what you guys want to do for that order. However,
Yeah, I'll
I
go
will
last.
roll for the initiative.
You know,
We got just two groups, which is the goblin himself, who's gonna be doing his shenanigans, and the other 7 dudes. So
The other
we will
7
roll
dudes.
the other 7
I'll put-
dudes.
I'll put a tracker for the players, a list in the chat.
And
I actually have.
You
I
got a
found
tracker?
it when I was cleaning up. I do have a actual tracker. Oh my god, where did I put it? Where did I put it? I cleaned. Oh, there it is. Okay.
can I make one quick request, however, boss? Under the Brosnov channel, can you, or the Brosnov spin-off, can you make a the playlist thing? Because I feel because I play this stuff on stream, but I want to link it if you guys want to have it, so you don't hear double if you listen in on stream.
Huh?
Because I'm playing,
Yeah,
because I usually play music and stuff, but because you guys, unless you guys listen to the stream while also listen to me, it's you won't hear it. So I was like, I want to make a thing here, so just kind of make the playlist channel so I can just drop whatever I'm playing.
I definitely can't.
You got it, boss. There you
Not Fred Boat. Yes, because unfortunately, Fred Boat is dead boat. But yeah, there we go. It'll just kind of make things kind of work out a little easier too. All right, cool.
Right.
Uh,
Who goes first?
I rolled, and impressively enough, both of them rolled terribly. So it's gonna go to all of you guys. I rolled like piss.
Alright.
These guys rolled an 8 and a freaking 9.
Hooray! So Fibble with the 23 is gonna go first. And then what did you roll?
I got
16,
a
yeah?
6. Yeah.
Alright. And then 10 for
I put it in
Shen.
the chat.
10 for me. 9 for 9 and 8 for enemy.
Yep. The 7 gangers are all armed with short swords, and they draw them. I'm guessing you guys are just at the fence line.
Yeah, because I think just Halo went in, right?
I
Pretty
mean,
much.
Yeah. So you will
Oh,
start
yeah.
you'll start over by the fence line. There's there's a half rotted gate essentially that's, I mean, at this point I think Shen's character kind of opened, if I remember. So, and then the nearest 2 gangers are going to be roughly 25 feet from you. The next 2 gangers are going to be 30 or they're going to be 40 feet from you guys, and then the last 3 gangers are gonna be 60 feet, and then behind those 3 is the goblin.
Okay, so 2 are 35 feet away.
Increments of 20.
2 are 55 feet away, did you say?
It was 30, 40, and 30, 40, and 50,
Okay, 30, 40.
and then the last guy is 60. So they basically have they have a 10-foot gap between each other.
Oh my god.
Ignore what I said, please. My mind wasn't working.
It's all good. I'll try my best to try and create the or at least kind of give the details on it. And I'll try and make some visuals for you guys whenever it's anything like particularly complex. Whenever there's like dungeons, I do try and set up like a dungeon thing to sort of show what it is, but this is kind of an open area, so you know, as long as you can kind of make the distance for it. And the environment is about as much as you can imagine. Most of it is just scrap and junk littered throughout the ground. Off to the side, there is the partially melted I-beam that's been kind of like, or the metal I-beam that's used for like construction or something to kind of resemble it. It's been repurposed as like a bench. And then there's just a tall mound of scrap way in the back before the mountain of scrap. Where the goblin's just sitting with his gun, basically. I wonder if I can find like a great picture of like a goblin with a giant gun. I'm sure
I'm
there's.
sure it exists somewhere.
I'm sure it exists. Actually, I know.
Exists. Sounds amazing.
Ah, perfect. Warhammer delivers.
Of course, it's Warhammer.
It's always a great inspiration.
Well, with that, Fitful.
You're up.
I'm assuming we should do the teamwork thing, so I'm not gonna run past the first two. I'm just gonna go straight for them.
Oh, whoops.
I'd
Alright,
like
so
to smack the closest.
going for the closest target. Alright,
Mm-hmm.
go get him. Oh, there's the goblin. Also put him up on stream. It's a dude with little.
Now we're at a bar.
No. Give it a second.
Oh,
I put it
Hey.
in chat in the channel. But yeah,
Okay, then.
go ahead.
Go for it.
okay. I will attack with Akrams, but they're secretly just hand axes.
You can. Well, just they're chalk. It's fine.
Chakram
yeah,
axes.
sorry, they're chakrams.
They're chakram. We're just using hand axe stats. It's fine.
They're chaxrums.
Chakrams.
It's perfect.
I think it's 6. Is it 6? Yeah. Does an 18 hit?
An 18, I believe it will.
Nice.
All right, roll damage.
Punch.
D6 and 4. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Not the R.
No R.
No R.
R plus space.
That's not right either.
The space after the
Yeah.
there it
There you
is.
go.
One
There it
day.
is.
And a solid 6 damage to the first guy.
Alright. Now punch him again.
I will save the key points for now. I will use a bonus action to just make an unarmed strike, though.
Go for it.
Why did it? Oh, okay.
17?
17.
All right, another good hit.
Nice. This one's not as spicy.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Hey, damage is damage.
Yeah.
5.
5, and let me just double check.
Oh,
No,
wait.
not you.
For offhand, don't you not add your proficiency?
I think that's a martial arts thing.
Oh,
Am I goof?
Yeah,
For-
monk. I think monk.
Usually that is the case, but monks.
Yeah,
do
but
especially.
not monks.
Yeah.
yeah.
nice.
Monks go around that. And it is enough to actually defeat the guy, and you knock him out, or you knock him dead.
Big
Nice.
fast.
As
bonk.
yep, you come in with a swift strike with your chaxrums, which catches the first ganger off guard, then deliver a swift punch, sending him flying. All right. And is that your turn?
Yeeter.
All right. Who's next?
Gonna have anything to punch.
There's another guy right next to
There's a
him.
few people there.
Yeah.
I'll make it easy because I think am I next? I believe I'm next.
Yeah, you're next.
Next.
So there's
Or is-
there's 7 more enemies. So
Yeah. Corey's gonna pull his basket off his back. It's just a very large flat basket. Not sure what he's gonna do with that. But then he's gonna pull out a little hand fan and he's gonna point at Taylor. How far is she from me? If I'm back in the fence?
Right next to
you'll be 30 if because the fence is 30 away from the bandits.
So Taylor would be
Next to the bandits or
Yeah.
next to us?
30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet.
That's fine. That works. I'm gonna point my fan out and cast Bless on Taylor, Seiza,
based.
and
It has
Akira.
become based.
Yay,
Yes.
we are base.
Wait, so
Everyone
I'm
except
near
me.
the bad. I'm near the bad guys.
Yeah, because you went into the yard, right? You
Yeah.
went in. The rest of us are
Okay.
still back at the fence. But yeah, I will cast Bless.
Oh.
Okay, and that's the turn.
on my party members. Yeah, I don't believe I have bonus actions that I can do.
All right.
Nope, that's it.
Shanna,
I'll
want to be
just-
bandit
next.
next to you?
I got my basket question mark out, and then I cast Bless.
Shin, please, I want to kill the dude next to you. Please.
Or I think we'll do that. Okay, so since I'm closer than I thought I was. How far away would I be from?
The
Mhm.
second group is like 10 feet.
Yeah, so they're
Goblin.
kind of like there's from the goblin.
Goblin.
So let's see, the first group, that's 30. So it's 10, 15. So you'd be about, I think you're about 20 feet. You're about 20 feet. However, in order to make that straight 20 feet path, you'd have to cut through like 2 groups of bandits. Well,
So
3
I
actually, since the
disengage.
first group. All right. So you'll just kind of duck and weave out of the way.
Yeah. I was. Oh, yeah. Originally, I was just gonna. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I was originally gonna do since I can actually do what I really want to do, which is get to the goblin before they can do whatever that.
Yes,
Uh,
get the goblin.
Yeah. It will be. Disengage as a bonus action.
All right.
Moving up to the goblin, and then I get my normal action. So I will make a attack. I will not a sneak attack, but that's okay.
All right.
I have.
Make your strike.
I think that's right. Hang on. Bless is plus D4 to attacks, right?
Yes, 1d4 to attacks and saving throws.
That that is a number.
That is a number.
Yeah, that's a number.
26 to AC.
You hit the goblin.
If he misses, I'm leaving.
9. Yeah.
9 damage.
Alright.
Well, much
Now-
to your luck, while the goblin is off, trying to ready this hunk of just iron and like welded scrap together to try and point it at someone, he doesn't catch notice of you as you
Nope.
blindside him and cut him down before he's even able to level the hunk of metal brick that he's holding.
Goodbye, goblin.
Yep. He's
Bye.
dead.
I'm not in the mood to get shot at today.
Actually, I kind of was, but that's okay.
You're crazy.
For you?
And that's my turn.
Damn. Alrighty.
Speaking of crazy,
Next up.
I have to do what all barbarians are good at doing. I
Say it.
rage.
Rage.
I
All right.
want to Rajay.
But as I rage, I don't go for my battle axe. Instead, my claws grow.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Let's say you're gonna
You
go
are
for
not
your
worthy
rat.
of my axe.
I go for my rat.
I go for my rat. The rat hold on for dear life as Akira's gonna go bop the bandit.
Imagine
Get
like,
their feet.
I was almost gonna imagine you grab the rat, just the tail gets longer, the rat just gains big spikes, becomes a flail.
Well,
Flail rat.
Flail rat. That's a
no,
good
spikes.
idea for a magical item. Let me write that down real quick.
There you go. All right, so you're attacking.
Flail rat.
You're attacking the nearest ganger.
Yep, the last one. Let's see if I do it. Oh, and of course, I have to do reckless attack, so I get advantage.
Okay.
Not reckless attack against barbarians. Are you really playing a barbarian?
Exactly.
You know, I've been
I think I
forgetting to
did.
use reckless
17.
whenever I play a sidear. 17.
okay.
You smack him.
17. All right. So.
I believe you're blessed too, by the way.
So,
Oh, shit.
I mean,
You know, hold on. Let me just make sure that I hit. Okay.
I'm
that's
pretty
20.
sure you got it.
All right. So it's a claws is a d6.
The only reason I
Nine
don't
plus
reckless all the
initiatives.
time on Zara is I'm the tank, so I kind of want to
12.
avoid eating a critical.
12.
Hey, you'll be fine.
A 12 is enough, as you take one swipe at the ganger and you pretty much just, like, absolutely demolish him.
Yay!
So, that's scratch
We
one
need to keep
ganger,
at least
quite
a couple
literally.
alive.
It's okay. The one that well, he's probably just dying on the ground right now. It's fine. We'll save it for later.
You need to ask them questions.
We do.
Look, Seiza punched the dude, and he should be fine unless she punched him to death.
Mm.
It's fine. Yeah, Akira would have just been like, she would try to not kill them, but you know, she got
Look,
sharp
I'm
claws.
trying. If they just happen to
trying.
die along the way, that's
Yeah.
not my
Yeah,
fault.
It's
if they die, it's a skill
If you're
issue.
playing with the
Simply a
tiger,
matter.
like, you know?
It is simply an issue of skill if they have such
Yeah.
soft, squishy, killable bodies.
Exactly. But yeah, that's my turn because I can't move again, so you know.
All right. Who's next?
Enemies.
Oh, bad guys.
All
All
of
right,
them.
cool.
Imagine
Except one
her
of them
pilot
because
throwing
he's
bow
dead.
and she just
Two are
instantly
dead,
shoots you
plus
in
the
the
goblin.
eye.
What's the goblin? Yeah.
So,
the
there's
goblin was
only-
the second half.
Yep.
So
There are three
What?
dead dudes. But okay, cool. The first guy is gonna go after. Let's see. The front two guys are dead, so it's gonna be the second rank of dudes. They're gonna one's gonna go after you, Akira.
Yep.
And because you reckless,
You get
they
advantage?
will get advantage.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see. What is your AC?
My AC is a 17.
It is just enough. And as he reaches for his blade, which is a very it's generous to call it a blade, really, but it's more like just a very, very nicely sharpened hunk of metal with some wrapping around where the handle would be. He strikes and deals you. Wow, he high rolled 5 damage.
Yeah, I
Alright,
misunderstand that. I thought
Which
you
is
blocked.
reduced to 2, I believe, or the 3. Were you rounding up or rounding down? I forget what rage.
I forget as well.
There's no
Um,
official ruling. It's just
Oh, there's no.
from DM.
Right, do you
to
want up or
DM.
down, boss?
I'll let the die decide. If it's a 1, 2, or 3, it's gonna be down. If it's 4, 5, 6, it's up.
Right.
And it is a 5, so it is up.
Right. So I take 2 damage. As my reaction, I like to vengeful assault and hit him back.
All right, swing back.
Which I think that also means that's still at advantage. Hold on. Correct.
Does it carry on with reckless and
Yeah,
or
until next turn.
based?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reckless is for your whole turn, for your whole round until the next.
Okay.
turn.
Until my next turn, basically. So.
Strike away.
If
Oh,
you
Oh
decide-
God. All right. You want to give the descriptor on how you end this dude? Oh, it's a hydrate. Hey, Shadow. Go ahead.
Yeah, with a 14. Oh wait, hold on.
I guess you clearly needed the. You definitely. Oh my.
Come on,
Hurry.
at least make me feel useful standing back here not doing anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing right now.
A 30 was
Probably
definitely
Akira
necessary.
being just pissed that she just got hit. Oh, I know. They got blood on her pretty coat, and I'm gonna hit her rat. Oh no.
No.
So yeah, she'll slit their throat.
Dang.
Oh.
Just literally just hand through throat.
Dang. It's a throat punch, except it's with nails first, and it goes straight through the neck.
Yep.
Amazing.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You pretty much just retaliate very quickly, and the guy just turns into a mess on the floor. All right. That happened. The other dude, the other dude, just kind of looks at the knees like, ah.
Okay.
Okay. It turns to. God damn. Turn to you, Shen. So Taylor,
Bring it.
what is your AC?
16.
16? That is a hit. And you will take 4 damage.
Okay.
The other 3. Let's see.
Oh, there's only 4 left. Okay.
Yeah, you've been pretty much one-shotting these chumps. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. What was the other 3? Oh wait, because you got around, so if he pretty much backed the fuck off. One more is gonna try. He's gonna get ballsy and try and come at you, Akira.
Go
Gonna be
for
like,
it,
whatever.
man.
That guy was a scrub. And he will land a hit.
All right. Unfortunately, I don't have my reaction again.
It is another 5 damage,
All right.
so that'll be reduced as is, rounded up.
Yep.
And then who else actually came up? Who was it? Was it
Seiza.
Seiza? Okay.
Went up. Yeah.
Seiza! The other 2 are gonna come after you.
No.
Okay.
What is your AC?
It is 18.
They both miss. Alright.
Yay.
I love that monk AC.
Yep. The last pair try to kind of collectively attack you in almost a half-hearted tandem assault. However, you are too dexterous and just a little too quick for them. And they both flub their attempts and you miss basically. So that's the round. Back up top. There are 4 of these
Simple.
guys left.
Yep. 1 is on Shen, which is about 20 feet away.
Yep.
2 are on Fibble, and 2 are 1 is on me.
Yeah.
So Fibble, you have 3 shots if you want, because I'm basically next to you.
Yeah. There's three of them on you guys, essentially collectively, and then 1 on Shen. The one who saw the guy just get basically throat punched to death and was like, "I'm gonna go handle the rogue.
Yeah, better chances with the stabby dwarf
I'm
right
gonna-
here.
I'm gonna go handle the dwarf."
Oh. Yeah.
So let it get nerfed. Was like, nah.
I'll do punch one of them nearby.
You're gonna punch one of the ones on you?
Yeah.
Alright, go
I
ahead.
think it's a good idea to run.
Yeah, that one
Oh.
advantage roll you
Oh my
guys don't
God.
need.
I'm never figuring this out.
Okay.
There we go.
That's
20.
why I just
20
unrolled
hits.
on D&D Beyond. I'm too stupid to use Discord.
Oh,
I would do that too, but
That's a
Fine.
5 damage.
Mhm.
All right.
Watch him again.
Hmm. I think
Punch
I'll do
him. Punch him.
that. Yeah, I'll just use the bonus action to punch. Wait, hold on. How are they positioned around me?
So you and Akira are pretty much shoulder to shoulder, and then there's two that are pretty much directly, like, more or less in front of you. So if you want to think of like you in the middle in a 3x3 grid, um, to your left is Akira. There's one straight in front of you, one to your right, and one to your left in front of Akira.
That dude is not gonna have a fun day.
Okay. I don't know how it would work anyway, so I'm just gonna use bonus action to punch.
Punch. Don't forget about Bless.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about this. Whoops.
The base spell.
Yeah, otherwise my 30 might have not hit.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, that would have been awful.
So the 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Unexpected.
plus was actually needed there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Good job,
It
Core.
was actually it was almost a miss.
Hey.
Hey.
that's why Bless is so good.
Oh, 8 damage was the same target.
Yeah.
That will knock him out or dead.
Nice.
That is death.
Then there
Okay.
were 3.
Yep.
3. Okay. Baton pass. Go commit crime.
Go, Core. Go with it. Your
Time for crime.
I actually don't know if I want Core to attack in this combat. I'm gonna.
He's just kind of watching the
He's
carnage.
just gonna sort of lean up against the fence and like fan himself. He doesn't have his like
Oh, Lord.
basket out and he's just fanning himself. I'm just gonna take the dodge.
Just kind of sit this one out.
Alright,
I
Jen,
mean,
I
he's
guess
got
it's your
bless
turn.
up, but yeah, I'm gonna take the dodge action and that'll be my turn.
Hey, fair.
God damn. All right.
Jen.
I will disengage from the guy that I'm on. That is on me, and move over to. There's still someone on Seiza.
Mm.
I will go hit them.
Sneak
Hey.
attack him.
Yeah, I do.
Get that advantage.
I will be using the. Like knuckle guard of my sword.
Okay.
So that they aren't immediately killed.
Yeah.
I want to knock him out.
Go for the KO. All right.
Yeah. Ain't not that spiked knuckle guard feel good to get hit by.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh.
12. I believe that barely hits, but it's a hit.
Yay!
Bless.
Bless! Thanks, Bless.
That one was literally saved by Bless.
Haha.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
17.
Bam. You pretty much conk him solidly in the back of the head, and the ganger pretty much just crumples. He is knocked out.
Hooray! Right. The poor bastard in front of me.
Yep.
Oh, Poor son
Yes.
of a bitch. Well, let's go ahead and reckless attack again because that's fun.
Go for it.
17. I mean a 20.
Hmm. I think you had him.
Just in case. 8.
8 damage. He is still
Yep.
alive.
All right. Good thing the claws give me extra attack basically.
Go for it.
Is it 6? Oh no, it's plus 7. That is a 16.
19.
19.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then 12.
He is demolished.
No.
I will try to keep this one alive.
You give
No.
you give him a draconic 1-2, and unfortunately your 1 was a busted jaw and your 2 was a broken neck.
She's trying. She's doing her best.
I'm trying. I'm too strong.
Yep.
Too strong. Sorry.
We never take you to any tavern.
May not
What
be
is
a
a
tavern
tavern?
left afterwards.
Yeah, that's what remains of his face probably won't have much capacity to speak. And then there's just the one guy left. Who's next? It's his turn.
It's his turn.
It's his turn. Yep.
Um,
Actually, you know what? So he doesn't run away. I walk up to him. I can't attack him, but I just walk up to him, stares at him.
he will disengage and run.
There we go.
Yep. The last one looks at the situation and is just like, I'm out. And he just
Understand.
disengages and runs.
Which direction is he running?
He is running towards somewhere towards the back end of the scrap mountain.
Oh,
You made him-
does he have more than 30 speed?
You'll catch up to him. But for purposes of this fight, combat is over.
Do you want me to grab him? Fibble?
Why me?
Do you want me to grab him, or do you want me to grab him?
You want me to grab
I'm
it,
weighing my
or do
options.
you want me to grab it?
Yeah.
Well, I know this
Definitely grab
isn't
it.
gonna.
A hard decision, but I think grab him.
Yeah.
Out of the
Like,
two
do you want
options
me to do it, or do you
grab
want
or
to do it?
Grab.
I think you have better strength. Emphasis on the grab, not the.
All right. Yeah, literally, Akira will
Annihilation.
just grab him.
Just gonna chase after him and grab him.
Yeah, pretty much. This time, not
Um,
kill him.
You have the extra speed, yeah? At this level?
Don't. No, not at this level.
Okay.
I'm at 30 though.
You're at
so-
30?
And he disengaged, so he double move.
Yeah, he disengaged ran. Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's
and
booking
I
it.
can Catch up. Yeah, and I can catch up with just my normal movement. So.
Okay. It's gonna be a chase, and I'm gonna have you try and grapple him. So,
Right, that's that strength.
I believe so. I believe it's just a, it's just a strength.
Athletics.
Oh,
is
cool! I have
grappling.
advantage on the.
Athletics is grappling.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's an athletics check then.
It's a special attack. It's something like
Yeah, I always forget grapple is different here. Well,
25.
yeah, he ain't going nowhere. I mean, I think it's, it's what? It's an opposed check, right? If I remember.
that.
Yeah.
It can either be it's athletics against either athletics or acrobatics.
Um,
Yeah, she's kind of mauling him, so well, except the mauling part of like,
Get
The
off!
person doing the grappling has to roll athletics. The one trying to not get grappled can roll either. athletics
Either-
or
Okay.
acrobatics.
yeah, sure, fuck it. We'll give it a shot. We'll see. He ain't got much going, so he may as well try. He's gonna need a natural 20, so. No,
Might
you
do
got
it.
him. No, he is just
Dumb.
like freaking the hell out while you just kind of got him by the scruff of his shirt.
Yep, and just drag him back over. Sorry, I might have killed 3 of them, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, we got at least 2.
You got
At
2.
least-
You got the guy that's
Yep.
been knocked
Yeah.
out, and you got the other guy. But
And the other guy, just 3 at least, because unless Fibble punched the shit out of him.
oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
It's just the 2.
Oh.
There's only
okay.
yeah, those guys. No, those guys were dead. Unless you would like kind of mention like, yeah, I'm gonna try and not kill them. Like, no, they're dead.
I will keep that in mind for future combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have at least 2 of them. Hooray!
Yep, you got 2 of them.
Yep.
We almost got to the 50% that we were going in with.
We got to
Oh,
20%.
that pass.
What do you
It's not bad. It's only mostly
Oh.
casualties.
mean?
Take
It's
it.
okay. I'll start cleaning up the mess, guys.
I mean,
Better than
Literally,
what I
Akira
usually
just
see.
drops off the guy to whoever wants to tie him up, and then goes to the guy that she kind of ripped his head off, and just
What?
starts working on his arm. I mean, he's not gonna need it.
Jesus.
Alright, we'll go with this song.
What? Okay.
The,
What the hell is this video?
I'm paying
need
attention
5
to
more
whatever the heck
rest.
Akira's doing over there.
Yeah. She's just casually, like, starting to tear the arm off of the socket. And eats it like a drumstick.
No!
And sometimes she stops eating it to, like, put the arm to, like, her scarf thing and the rat nibbles.
Or
That
he's
is-
gonna
the most
pretend he
metal
doesn't
rat.
see.
That is horrifying.
Oh yeah, but she did that too.
That's a
And,
gruesome sight.
Yeah, it is.
I've seen
Boy, oh boy.
shankings. I've literally watched a man burn alive. What the hell is that?
Yeah, Carl
You
just
hungry?
goes stand with Taylor and Seiza and just be like, you know, I'm considering going vegan.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I saw her do that before down on the guts. It was quite jarring.
They call her the man eater for a reason.
Well,
Anyway,
as
yeah,
you're
Anyway.
yep, you're
Awake.
he comes around and he's awake, and yeah, your 2 dudes are just kind of more or less just kind of awaiting being interrogated while your friend is snacking on some fresh kills.
Something
Um,
tells me this
all-
intimidation is not gonna be that difficult.
Yeah,
Mm.
we're all just like facing away so we don't have to look, but they can see it through.
Well, yeah, I'm making use of that.
Yeah.
If they weren't, I was going to be deliberately facing them, like, see that? Yeah. Now, questions.
All right. Ask your questions and make your respective checks.
First, let's get this question that I had initially sorted out. You do work for Karazi Skit, right?
Make a check with advantage. Persuasion.
I'm gonna lean over and brush some blood
Persuasion.
off of Taylor's
Or,
shoulder.
Not intimidation.
Not a, that's
Definitely
well.
trying to be scary.
The nature of your question isn't. You're not making the threat. It's the threat is behind you, and because of that, you get advantage for all your checks. That's how I'm gonna take this.
I'm gonna brush some blood off Taylor's shoulder and cast guidance.
Mm.
It's a height 25.
25. Awesome. Yeah, these guys are pretty quick to fold, and they're just like, "Yep, we're Karazi's guys, or were, I guess. I'm not doing this. What do you guys want? Just leave us alone."
Very prudent. It would be very bad for health you can working for it.
I was like, "Look, I'm just trying to make a buck, not get eaten by whatever the hell you guys brought here. This is Karazi's problem now."
And
Yeah,
move on
she's
to the
hungry.
second arm.
Speaking of
Not
Karazi,
sure what we brought.
is he around?
The boss, yeah, he's up there. He's with he got most of the loot. I mean, we got to keep some of the coins, but you know, it's all the good stuff he's handling himself.
Up there, as in
And
going towards the like little entrance that we saw.
yeah, he'll gesture over and he's like, "Yep, he's quality dwarf digging. Turn that scrap of metal into a home, more or less." So, you'll find through the front door. Um, your buddy kind of tries. I mean, I'm guessing their hands are bound. He'll kind of gesture over like
They're not.
like the goblin has the key.
It's very helpful, thank you. See, you're working your way up to not getting eaten.
Speaking
Good.
of hearing that, I will drop the second arm to go to the goblin to like look for the key.
It doesn't take much time. You find the key in one of the goblin's pockets.
Sweet. I throw Taylor the key and then just start munching on him like a little snack.
Oh.
Gah.
He's a little McNuggy.
It's a little bit nuggy.
Goblin nuggets, man.
Oh my god.
Horrifying.
That's whack.
Oh, hi, Dark Knight Draco. We just finished up our fight. Hello.
Hello, I'm eating someone.
Uh,
Actually, 2 people now.
the barbarian
You
is
are.
we have a dragon folk barbarian that's yeah.
Casually just munching.
Just casually making themselves very terrifying by turning some of the dead bandits into snacks.
Yeah. However, Akira, actually, you know, I'm gonna roll for it. Does she like goblins?
That'll be
Nope,
on.
she doesn't.
Goblin.
Nope.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Like it, she just spits him out and then starts spewing acid on the body to
Oh.
disintegrate it.
Gross.
Oh,
seems
yeah,
normal.
see.
That's yeah. You do your thing, Dragonborn. You enjoy your feast, or don't. So yeah. What's your next question to your prisoners?
Any surprises or or the like? On the way in?
Like, not really. We just usually stand watch whenever we're working around here. I'd watch out for that I'd watch out for some of his new pals. I mean, we're the regulars from this for this part of the city, but he's got a old Karazi in there has made some new friends that have been, well, they were supposed to make us real rich, but well, look where that got us.
Did kind of get most of you dead.
Mm,
I heard that Karazi's been hanging out with a big guy.
big guy. Oh yeah, that's Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh
Oh,
no.
God.
Yeah, yeah. That's what the other guy says. We don't talk about Bruno.
Sorry. Go on. As I finish off the second arm.
What's up with Bruno?
Apparently he's some big shot. Yeah, he's working for one of the other gangs. You know, one of the big guys. Not syndicate big, but you know, better than us small fries. Yeah. You know what? This was Bruno's fault we got into this. This is one of the other gangers kind of pipe up. It's like if we were just doing our thing, just doing our regular muggings, we wouldn't end up in this mess.
That is a bit true, I'm afraid to say.
Yeah.
What the ire of bad people.
Have you guys got questions for these two?
Well, have you reconsidered your position on working for Karazi? Because I've heard he was kind of bad news.
Reconsidered? We're done.
That's the smartest thing you've said all day.
Are you gonna let us go? I don't want to deal with that crazy dwarf. I came in here for the money, not for this.
I think we should let him.
Legitimately, I was gonna let them go after this.
Miss Akira, did you hear that? We're gonna let them go.
Don't
She
want
just
the meat
looks
to
around.
spoil.
It's like, okay, I have enough food here. Actually, speaking of, do you want me to disintegrate the bones? Or just leave them?
I don't think anyone's gonna come looking.
Alright.
Where we are. no, no one who cares is gonna know. Oh. Stranger. I actually did have one follow-up question to something they said.
What's up?
Ooh, a heart.
About oh Jesus. Yeah, you'll find that. About the new goons that Karazi got, guess. Wanted to inquire a little bit more after those.
Well, there's a.
Exactly.
Well, apparently we got. It was Bruno. I didn't really see much of him. The only guy that knew the most on this, kind of points over to the goblin.
Oh, he's not really there anymore.
He knew the most about us, but apparently there was some other guy that came along with us. Even I didn't see him. One of these samurai guys, I guess, decided to tag along.
I wonder why.
This is
significant about your recent acquirements.
Wait, what was the question?
Oh, sorry. Is there something significant about your recent acquirements?
Well, with the samurai, or with the you're talking about the loot?
Yeah.
Well, according to Bruno, apparently the merchant that that we were hitting had a big score. Lots of things that were worth lots of money, and if, as soon as we'd hit this, we'd go way up, fly to the top kind of stuff. No longer working in the old scrapyard, scrounging for gold just to eat. So that was
That didn't really work out.
yeah. That was very much how the plan was gonna pan out. We get the gold, we do the job, we get the gold, and we move somewhere closer to the toolbox instead of living out here.
Well, I'm afraid that doesn't seem to be the case, gentlemen.
Yep.
Life ain't that easy.
Well, certainly some of these bastards got it worse. Now you're gonna let me go? I really don't want to be here anymore.
I do have one question, actually. Have you heard of the name Ignacio?
They not what? Who? No, never heard of the guy.
I'm just gonna peer over my glasses and make an insight check.
Go ahead.
You're reading a newspaper.
That's 19.
19? It doesn't seem to be that he's attempting any deception when he says that.
A friend may be using a false moniker.
Oh, that's very wise.
Just a
I'll
suggestion.
describe him as well. See if there's any
Oh.
You just kind of you give him the descriptor of this hooded man who's that you
Yeah.
met. Neither of the prisoners seem to know anything on this guy, or neither of the gangers know. And they just sound like everybody else to me. Some kind of sketch, just with a lot of money, looking to get a job done.
Fair enough. It was a long shot, but I thought perhaps you might have seen something.
Nope. These guys know nothing.
Well, I would steer clear of him if I were you. He's awfully upset.
Is he the one that sent you here?
Absolutely.
Oh gods. I didn't even know I didn't know we'd have a guy like that with his hands in this business. Hell with
I'm
this.
afraid your friend Bruno and Karazi have gotten you in over your heads.
I'll say. All right.
If there's nothing else, I suppose we should let these two head on out.
Yeah, we can let him go.
Be free.
Be free. You release the gangers, and they immediately run in terror. And they're just like, we ain't never going to do this no more.
Yep.
Free,
I let
yeah.
the rat finish the rest of the corpse as much as he can eat, and then I start basically wiping myself like with the scarf, like a napkin.
On top of that.
Amazing.
Rat.
Just wipe
Oh,
self
how
down with rat.
curious.
It's like that freaking video with the gal who's like crying and wiping her tears with a hamster.
The hamster.
I love
I
that.
love that.
Just Akira, just this dragonborn, just taking rat, wiping mouth with rat. Ah, better.
No, with the scarf, not with the rat.
Not with that rat. Picks the rat off the ground.
But yeah, just it's like actually it's a dark scarf, so it's fine.
All right.
Though actually
Wow.
she's pretty clean, all things considered. Like her clothes are clean for some reason.
Wow, a
Good,
lot
she
of you
takes care of
are.
herself.
A lot of you are.
Even
quite
with all this
terrifying.
killing and blood, her clothes are clean. Even her scarf is now clean after she wipes herself.
Amazing. But with that, yeah, you know that Karazi has holed himself up in there with a samurai and the big guy named Bruno, whom we do not talk about.
It is true. I would like to suggest a short rest
Oh. Are you
to ease
are
my
you-
stomach.
a little
Like, eat one.
indigestion there.
The goblin did not taste good.
You ate a little fast too.
that was the problem.
I mean, it may not be to my taste, but you know, scavengers hold an important part in the ecosystem.
Fair enough. Would most likely just rot here anyway.
Exactly.
Let's just pretend that's a normal thing and move on.
Oh, I don't think we have to pretend it's normal. We can just accept that it's not normal, but
Mm.
what can we do?
Now the question is, has Seiza or Kor heard of the man-eater before?
I doubt it.
Probably. I'm on the streets a lot.
It's true.
Kinda get
So-
the feeling all of this is very
Hey,
straightforward.
look! Sure lives up to her reputation.
You're the one people talk.
While you guys do that, so you guys are gonna rest?
Apparently, we're taking a short rest.
All right.
I don't really need one, but
Yeah, you'll take a quick brief respite, and if you guys want to plan out what you wish to do next, you guys can spend the next hour just kind of, well, the next in-game hour just kind of discussing. I'm just gonna step away real quick.
Believe
So-
me.
Real life hour.
so what's the plan then?
I think we need to be a little bit. Actually, go ahead. Sorry, my bad. Were you gonna say
obviously
something?
we need to, not them too much. Firstly, we need to get down in there. What's the next step?
Yeah, I mean, the three of you are quite formidable. I was very impressed, also a little terrified by what I saw.
You and fair.
A
Yeah,
rat
kinda
is now
have
covered
to.
in blood.
Have to be like this to do well if you're less fortunate.
Hmm. Well, I am just a farmer, so.
Free
That's
food
so
is free
weird.
food.
I've killed my fair share of people, and not like that. Looks at Akira.
Free food is free food.
I mean, I
All
suppose
things
that is
considered, I
true.
do try and not. I don't go out of my way to kill people unless I really need to. really I like to do things if I can avoid it.
I mean, I would prefer that if possible. I understand we didn't have much of a choice here, really. Kind of in a tight spot.
Oh, there's always a choice.
Oh, I
Yeah,
definitely chose to eat
I'm
them.
just telling myself that right now in hopes of feeling a little bit better. I'll let you know later if it works.
Oh, but before we should come up with a plan of attack.
We should. And maybe, preferably, it doesn't necessarily have to be a plan of attack, right?
Right, exactly. We can just slit their throats in their sleep.
Oh,
Then there would be no attack.
Oh!
I mean, fair, but that would require us to wait, which kind of sucks. Well, wait
Yes, but do consider these members did say that these new people were formidable. Well, perhaps it might be a little wise that we exercise a teensy bit of caution.
Well, you feel free to have your caution.
Maybe some of them are going to be napping when we get in there. I don't know what their schedules
I hope it's not
are
the
like
big
right now.
guy. That big guy's mine.
You do you, darling. You do you.
I am a little curious, to be honest, about what's going on with this Karazi. How did he know how to hit Gale's cart?
I thought you were going to say like, I wonder how he tastes like too. Wait.
Oh,
It's
No,
just
I'm
you.
pretty
It's
sure.
just
I'm
you.
pretty sure Cora's just like, oh, I'm a vegetarian now. You know what? I've eaten meat in the past, but never. I don't need it anymore. Actually, after today, I think I'm
I'll
just
just, like,
done.
never eat again. I'll just starve.
Let me just say, never let Akira cook.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No,
That's
yeah,
fine.
we're keeping an eye out.
Okay, sorry about that.
Hey,
What's
Okay,
in the mystery meat?
what's the game plan?
mystery me. No.
What's the
look
game
at that
plan,
one
guys?
episode of The Walking Dead.
Oh god.
Don't let somebody go for you.
We've decided that Akira is not allowed to cook for
Yeah.
us. That's the plan we've made so far. That's
Do
our
not let
progress.
Akira cook.
Vegetables.
Gotcha.
And then you're like, wow, these vegetables are great. Yeah, I stew them in a vegetable broth. What did you put in the vegetable broth? Some bones.
I mean, bone
Kind of
broth is
bones.
Bone broth.
No, but like what kind
They-
of
Meat on the
they-
wall.
They chicken bones. They
Spits out.
pig bones.
like the
I'm not
skull
eating.
just
Nope.
bubbles up.
Ah.
And then she's just like, oh, you know those
Oh, I
guys
think I
we
lost
like
that.
murked last week? And then you're like, "Ugh." And like, oh, well, you know they actually had some bone broth, and I just took some of that. Oh, okay.
You know
Yeah,
what?
but add some of
But I
theirs
also
too
have-
to
yeah.
make it better.
And it's like, oh, but I put one of the guy's tooth in there. Just like,
You
ugh.
know what? Just excuse me while I go stick a finger down my throat.
All
Gross. Alrighty.
like roller coaster of emotions.
So, yeah. So your game plan. What have you guys come up with
We're
in your
working on it.
brief
We're
respite?
working on.
Sounds good.
Well, I don't suppose we can just talk to Karazi. Probably will not work.
I'd like to. I'd like to try.
How about we cover our asses? Someone tries to talk, but the rest of us ready?
I mean, I suppose so. It would be interesting
Ready,
to hear how Karazi heard about Gale's stash. And his new friends that he's garnered recently.
Well, from one of the guys, it said they sounded like it was Bruno's gig.
Yeah. It might be nice to talk to this Bruno fellow.
Aw.
Yeah.
He can survive with just one arm, right?
Thought you had indigestion.
We need them conscious.
Debatable.
We need them conscious.
Some pretty major blood vessels in the arm.
Okay, an
Hmm.
eye. Just an eye.
A little hard to talk when you're missing an eyeball. Just, you know, immediately the pain is pretty bad. I would assume.
Fingers, toes.
Maybe
Actually, I
we'll
don't know about
even.
We
those.
get one.
Let's
Maybe
hold off
we'll
on the
even-
dismemberment.
Fine.
Hot damn.
Or
They're already,
No one's
already
gonna
looking to
stop
carve
it.
him
All
up
of us
like
will
a
just,
Christmas goose, man.
Like, bro, we haven't even
Haven't
met
even
the guy
seen him yet.
Can we meet him first?
For all you know, this guy could probably be like the most polite freaking dude. He's just like, oh yeah, sure. Let me give back all the stuff I stole. Here, no problem, guys.
that
Sorry about the
seems
mix
a
up.
little unlike. Core would like that, but that seems a little unlikely.
Yeah.
And then we all wake up.
It was all a dream.
Oh.
It's a weird dream.
Well, shall we just knock then?
Well, the door's unlocked since you've got the key.
Well, I mean, that's awfully rude. It's not our house.
True, but it's also not
Yeah,
their
I don't-
stuff that they have.
I don't think we're gonna be announcing our presence until we really need to.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll go.
First down the door. I'm
Clunk,
kidding.
clink, clink.
Hmm.
Nah, you can hang back a little bit if you need to.
All right, all right.
In fact, that might be beneficial for me.
Sure.
Do you want me to lead the way?
But nah, I'm leading.
Alright, I will be behind you then.
I'm gonna be scouting. A little bit ahead at least.
Okay.
I'll follow behind.
I will follow behind. Well, not
I am.
behind. I will protect Core then. How about that?
I mean, sure. No, in
I'll follow
reality,
behind here.
I have better AC than you do.
Yeah.
Yep. As you effectively what you step through is a doorway, which is a part of a segmented, almost like hewn off part of something that kind of resembles like a bungalow. You hold on, let me get a nice picture for this. This will work. Ah, gosh darn it! I always forget I gotta do this. So you step in and essentially there's just a few steps, which is just part of what looks like part of a wooded building, kind of extends out into what appears to be a cave-like system. It's almost just like really a cave, but rather than rocks that line the walls, it's just various scrap metals that have been like almost somewhat creatively fused and purposed together to make this sort of almost semi-natural looking cave. You know, using the various scraps to support its own weight here and there.
High effort.
Yeah, this guy has gone through some lengths to at least set up a bit of a hallway to create this, which seems to go further deeper into this mountain. It is, however, dark.
Oh, well, not totally blank. Believe being a dwarf.
Superior dark vision.
Oh wow, I don't have dark vision at all.
Oh, I don't either.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fine.
Oh
The
boy.
two of us are together, so I'm gonna cast. I have a little.
Oh wait, never
hand
mind.
fan.
I do have dark vision. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna say you are Dragonborn. It's a bit surprising.
I'm gonna cast light on my little hand fan.
Dragon won't have dark vision.
Apparently I do. Don't know why. Hold on. Yeah, because I thought Dragonborn did not have dark vision either.
Don't.
Why do
Probably
I
Where'd
have
you
this?
get it?
Your
Is it your
barbarian
class?
thing.
Might be a barbarian thing. Might be a specific thing that you got.
Oh, it might be because of the specific Dragonborn I am.
Ah.
No?
Yes. I don't know what the hell a Raven Knight is, but apparently I chose that. because
Oh,
that's how
that's
I got
from-
the vengeful assault. Yeah,
A
from
Ravenite.
yeah. Hold on.
Ravenite.
Oh yeah, from
Like,
what they call Wolo.
yeah.
You have a tail. Or a dragon
Yeah.
with a tail.
Yeah. That's probably why.
That'd be why.
Yeah. And that's why I don't have resistance to my own shit. That makes sense. Yeah, because I think I forego the resistance that no more Dragonborns get. And I think I also have my ability scorching. So yeah. So even though I am a black dragonborn, I am not resistant to acid damage.
Interesting.
Oh, well, I am.
Noted.
That is good detail.
What a boy.
Yeah. I basically traded that for I think it's because I wanted the strength score and the constitution score instead of just charisma. So
Yeah, I'll just cast light on my little hand fan so I can see where the hell I'm going.
You eliminate the hallway
be-
and
I'm good.
okay. You illuminate the hallway, which seems to extend for a while and kind of slowly bends in a slight curve. It continues on, and as you progress further and further down this essentially
Something
long
in that
hallway,
picture. What the hell is at the end of that cave in the
there is something, I think. It's
What
interesting.
is that?
Can't tell. I don't know.
Like that.
However, there is
I
something.
don't know, but we're about to find out.
There is something that does await you partway down the hallway as it begins to curve, and leaning up against one of the walls is appears to be some sort of man who is standing there, dressed in what appears to be, rather than the either the rough rags or, rather than give off the appearance of this more ganger look, there's a bit more elegance to this character. Fairly tough looking physique, a man with a katana at his side, leaning up against the wall, with a pair of fairly fashionable glasses, almost resembling pince nez, leaning against it. Who, when as you approach, sees you with the light, and doesn't really move from his rather restful position, but almost seems to acknowledge and expected you here. Yep. It appears to be the samurai. It is a half-orc. And yep, as you approach, he says, so you must be the ones come looking for the missing treasure then.
Well, yes, I suppose that would be us. Did we miss our appointment?
Well, not so much. It was only a matter of time before someone came looking for stolen goods. Karazi's in over his head on this one.
And I don't suppose. Oh yeah.
Your role in all of this?
My role? Oh. I suppose my role was participating in whatever mess this is getting out to be.
And perhaps would you like to no longer be in this mess?
Maybe. And with that, he does step out from where he's leaning against the wall, and he says, "Perhaps we could put a resolution to this that could come nicely, but I suppose I should at least see if it'll work out. I'll tell you what. I'll let you lot pass. However, you'll have to show me that it's you'll have to convince me of that."
Oh.
Convince you how?
And with that, he gives a
Say
smirk.
word,
He gives a smirk and he
samurai
says,
things.
"Code of Iron."
Damn it. Why does this keep happening?
Yep.
Damn it, samurai.
So, as the more seasoned players who have handled Brosnov Samurai before, the Code of Iron is essentially just a quick duel. I actually have a better, well, slightly better version of how it works. So pretty much the way Code of Iron goes, it's a one-on-one. You get three rounds, one-on-one, and whoever can deal the most damage to the other person wins in those 3 rounds. The players from, well, namely Ci and Shen, who have had to deal with a couple samurai, namely one who is very famous for harassing them. Um, loves to come out for a quick Code of Iron match, and then kind of usually just kind of fucks off after it. And it is just a regular thing in which samurai they make a habit of anytime samurai kind of bump into each other, they like to kind of like test which one's stronger in a quick little fight, and then just kind of part ways. And so, by extension, this particular samurai is willing to offer you guys to get past him without any troubles if you indulge him in a quick fight.
Who wants to do it?
Look at it.
Akira has no interest in this fight.
Oh,
Nope.
damn it.
She actually has no interest in this fight.
I guess there's no one getting eaten by the end of it, so.
Yeah, so she's just like, it's kind of boring.
Ow.
Yep. It is a 3-round slapfest. Who wants to take on the samurai?
I will do one attack at D6. So like, I'll
I
go if I
guess
have to, but like,
nice
save that.
stink orbs, I guess. Yeah, but I don't want to use them for like.
Just punch.
Just punch
Very
him. Just
important,
normal
though.
punch him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, mechanically speaking, as a rogue, most of my damage comes from sneak attack, which I won't get if I solo him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only
Alright.
got 1 rage left and I'm not wasting it on him.
At least monks can at least, make 3 attacks. So
It's up to you. If nobody really wants to, Akira will begrudgingly do it.
Don't look at me.
I really don't want to.
So,
Caesar, what do you feel
I'll
like?
use my stink orbs.
Stink orbs.
Yeah, like key.
oh, your key.
Oh,
Yeah.
You sure you want to use those for this fight?
Sure.
I mean,
I'll have to use all of
decide.
them.
in the fight if you have to.
So, couple things that I've kind of implemented for this, because usually it's like in these fights it kind of they kind of carried over kind of awkwardly, or at least I felt so. So the way Code of Iron works for this, you got 3 rounds. Instead of taking the damage, you record how much damage has been dealt to you. At the end of it, we total up. The winner will only take half of that damage, and the loser takes the full hit. In addition to that, you cannot go below your level in damage. So, since you guys are level 3, you will have 3 remaining hit points, assuming, like, let's say the dude hands you, like, 30 damage. Like, no.
Okay.
Everything else. That's
So
Yeah.
up to you, Caesar, because I can do it.
Why not?
Monk, fight.
Why not?
Monk, fight.
Alright.
Just about drunk enough for this.
Style on it with your dances.
Yeah.
Should we just roll then?
Yep. So we will do this. Given the challenge, the samurai will let you make the first move. Let me just bring up his
Yay.
thing real quick.
Yeah. Usually Akira would be
Gracious
down for a
individual.
fight, but an honorable fight?
Yeah. Yeah, just look. Let's just have a nice little friendly fight.
Ew.
Believe me, if I had like pocket sand, I would be throwing it. I'll make one attack at the dropper.
All right.
Nat 20.
You crit.
Yes!
Nice.
That's
So
what
that's a good start.
So go ahead and do your damage. And then let me know how much you do.
8.
So 8 damage. All right.
And then you can punch as a bonus action.
Yep.
technically.
Any
Yes,
other
I
anything
can,
else?
I will use flurry of blows. I can't talk.
Fury of blows.
Pop, pop.
Bows of what? Okay. Now that means I'll make 2 unarmed strike. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 will miss.
Okay. I will try again. Does an 18 hit?
18 will hit.
Okay.
And then how much damage?
7 damage.
7 damage. So 8 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
I feel
a
like you can
good
make one more
first.
attack, right?
At level 3?
No,
that was.
that
That was
takes a bonus action to do that.
Hold on. Yeah, you make 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
one
he hit.
missed,
Okay.
one missed.
I did. 1 missed.
God.
Yeah.
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 He went 3 attacks in, 1 missed. All right.
Mhm.
It is the samurai's turn. And he'll come back at you. What's your AC?
18.
18.
Mhm.
Okay. First one's a miss.
Okay.
start.
Second one's a miss. So he misses with
Oh.
both.
Start.
Good start.
Alright then.
That's a good first round. Okay.
We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna conserve my stink orbs this time.
Okay.
So,
You call them stink orbs.
They smell, duh.
No. I think Joe Cat called them like. Yeah, that's what Joe Cat called them. So it's stuck with me.
No.
Yeah.
I definitely don't remember that.
Or he called them poops or something like that.
As you wind up another attack, he is gonna like raise his blade up, and kind of you see him kind of start to get a little more on the defensive. So he makes a reaction to kind of he's making a reaction to make himself harder to hit.
Okay then.
Did you get a nat 20 again? It's
Yeah, just crit him.
just crit him. Solve all your
Fine.
issues.
Easy. Right?
Yeah, it's super easy.
21.
21 is pretty good though.
21's gonna hit,
yeah.
Okay.
You can do better though, Fibble.
despite his best efforts of
Sorry.
defending himself. You still managed to get a swing in.
That's 8.
8 more damage.
I like how that was the same amount as the crit.
Oof. All right.
I mean, then technically you did crit him.
Any more extra
Bonus
attacks?
action, unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike. A good old dodge. Yep. Sometimes you just gotta duck out.
15.
15. That will miss because he's defending himself.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Alright, it is his turn.
Yep. And he comes back at you with his strikes.
Mm-hmm.
One's gonna go through.
Ow.
You haven't even hit yet.
Ow.
He deals 20 damage. No, I'm kidding.
I forgot. We short rested and I didn't reset my hit points.
Oops. Ooh, he will do max damage, so he's gonna hit you for 10.
Okay.
And then that'll be his second round.
Right.
And then, once again, you see him quickly put up his guard.
Okay.
So, finish strong.
Time to use those orbs again. I should just roll on like the D&D Beyond. Takes like 2 years for me to roll. 13.
13 will not hit.
Okay. I'll
Bonus
use a keep
action.
to do that again.
Right.
14.
14? Ooh, still no hits.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Again.
That will hit.
Sometimes it be like that.
A 20 will definitely hit. Nicely done. Go ahead and do your damage.
Not a lot. Damage is damage. 7.
Yep. What matters is you're hurting them.
Yep.
Mhm.
Bam. Alright. That's going to total out to you dealing 30 damage to him. Let's see if he can keep up with that.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, his last round of swings, he's only got 10 on you, so... he does not crit, but he does hit. And, he almost crit you, but he didn't.
Oh.
But he lands a hit, and he does 7 damage.
17.
So, total is 17 coming at you. Which means you win the duel, and you only take half of that,
Yay.
rounding up.
But-
I'm gonna change that actually. Instead of the minimum being your level, it's your hit die. It's your singular hit die, so you don't go below your hit die in health for how much damage he hits you.
So yeah, you take 8 damage.
Yep.
8 damage.
And with that, he, just as he says, he's like, "All right, you guys seem like you're a very you guys seem like a very capable group."
Golf clap for Seiza.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Cor will just straight up clap. He'll golf clap. He'll clap for me.
The samurai then, he gives you an elegant bow, and he then says, "Best of luck with Karazi and the brute. I'll be around. However, this is not really my fight. I think this is your job. Less of my involvement, the better, for the time being." And
Got the big
yep.
guy.
with that, he does give you a smile, and he says, "I am Ryoji. Anyways, it's been a pleasure. Best of luck." And with that, he strides towards the exit and leaves you
Seiza has
guys.
gained +1 rival.
Congrats. You now will have a rival who will harass you for the rest. No, I'm kidding.
No.
It's this.
Yay.
He's not Jin. He's not Jin. I promise. He's not Jin.
I want a refund.
This is This is not the Majima fact that you will think you're getting.
Oh.
That remains almost exclusively to Lamine at this moment.
I'm so
Lamine.
glad. Picks on the non-violent one.
Yeah. This is so.
Well,
This is
technically, our group is non-violent in general.
Yeah, but the one who oath of redemption. Okay, like my oath is violence is last resort, and he's going
Jin's
after-
just like violence is the violence is the question, and the answer is yes.
just
That's Jin's. That's how Jin kind of handles things. Although
He's just full of irony. I mean, look at Mortar.
yep,
Yeah.
he's the perfect foil for you. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yep, the half-orc samurai departs and leaves you be.
Oh,
Seiza, that was quite impressive.
I'm going to need more drinks, but
Oh, well, how are you feeling after that? Any lingering pain, dizziness?
a headache, perhaps.
you want some jerky?
No, thank you. but
Just
that's
gotta
enough
ask
of
where
that.
jerky comes from.
I don't remember at this point.
I think I know. And
Oh.
let's
Nice.
not inquire.
It was humanoid at some point.
Used
Alright.
to be a person.
Yeah, there it is.
So you guys ready to progress?
Yeah.
Yeah. I may try and scout ahead
All right.
a little bit.
So you push on ahead past
Before-
the. Oh, go ahead.
And I guess it depends on when we go into this next area. I guess we'll see. But if opportunity shows itself, I will be scouting ahead of these others, sneaking in other words, you know. See.
Yes.
Oh.
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 Oh. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Go ahead and scout ahead. Oh, boss, hydrate.
Hydrate.
All right, hydrate.
Or die.
All right, hydrated. So you scout ahead. Roll perception.
I'll scout ahead.
Hey,
13. Well, much to your fortune, it appears that while Karazi is able to make quite an impressive tunnel out of scrap metal and junk, you can't quite set up any other defenses really, save for one solid metal door, which seems to be heavy to open even for you.
okay.
I mean, I can try to open it.
We'll retrieve the others then.
Yep. So you wait.
Once I see that there's no immediate threat, it'll be like, oh, okay.
Yep. It's just a long curved hallway, and at the end is a metal door.
Does it look like it's locked?
It appears to be connected in some way. It looks like it's lifted, like almost like a portcullis. Or I guess that's not the correct term, but it's like it's a like a lift operated door. Like, so there's a winch somewhere. Um,
Do we see any? Want to just try and lift this on your own?
I could
you can-
certainly try.
Would you guys like to try and lift the heavy door? There doesn't seem to be any like apparent way to open it from this side, so looks like
Yeah,
you'll have to lift the heavy door.
Yeah,
I
Cor
can
will
try.
just pat Akira on the back and say, "Don't forget to lift with your knees. You know, don't throw out your back." And give her guidance.
I want to rage, but also I'm not going to. But yeah. I guess let's do this.
Alrighty.
See, nope, not with a natural one. At
Oh,
least it's
no.
the first one.
Yeah.
It's actually been
We've
our
been doing
first one
good.
of the game. Good job, everyone. Yeah.
I
tried.
Are you being assisted? Because if there's an assist, it's an
No.
advantage, right?
Unless somebody wants to help me.
Someone want to help put their backs into it?
I
Okay.
can, suppose. I'm curious, does anyone else have? Oh, you do have a.
I
higher
have-
than 15.
No. No.
No.
No.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll help then.
Okay. So roll again.
Yeah, roll one more time.
Alright, let's see. Can I do it? A 17 is better than an 8.
Yep,
so-
it will be enough. You collectively kind of dig your fingers into the scrap dirt and manage to get find perches under the door, and eventually with a heave you are able to lift the heavy door up just enough to sort of crouch and crawl under for your group. After which you then both collectively sort of slip under, and the door like falls down again. Um, Inside is a what appears to be almost like a room, essentially a big open area. I mean, I say big. It's like maybe like a 20 by 4. I'd say a 30 by 40 actually. Zone. That kind of looks like somebody's like hideout. Um, and you see sitting on what appears to be a very a junk mended bed is a pile of various treasures and goods. And laying beside it is one dwarf who seems to be almost just practically rolling over this stuff like he's, the king of the world. Scrooge McDuck, basically. He's like, yes, yes, the riches are mine! As he laughs and cackles. However, the thud of the door behind you kind of alerts him to your presence quickly, and he kind of perks up, jumps up from his bed, and he's like, "Hey, who the hell are you guys?"
Well, we'll come to that. It doesn't really matter right now.
Hold on a minute. You ain't Bruno's guys.
Nope.
I've been wanting to talk to him.
Oh, you want to talk to Bruno, huh?
I do.
Ah, well, it's gonna be the last chat you'll have with your life, Bruno. And with that, you hear a bit of a rumble from the corner, as you see poking from the poking from the other side of the room, and very quickly approaching you guys is Hold on a sec. Let me transition this song real quick.
To
There
break
we
to you,
go.
but I don't think we can talk our way out of this one.
Yep.
I
I think-
Cora's just like sighing in the back, like,
Don't worry, guys.
I
got
knew this
this.
was gonna happen,
Actually, I
but
don't like this
I
one.
still hoped otherwise.
We don't talk about it, but I got him.
No, I don't like this one. That's the
We could still talk.
collaboration one.
It's just, after the beating.
just the talkings will continue after the beatings. Darn it, I had a good song for this lined up. Where is it? Darn. Here, we'll do this theme. I like my themes, so. So, approaching from the other corner of the room, almost blindsiding you guys, is you're a little bit shocked to have not seen him coming.
I
But,
probably have because, yeah.
A large hulking figure of a werewolf,
Oh.
as
hell
he
yeah,
snarls at you.
Whoa.
What?
And as he approaches you guys quickly, he gives off a loud snarl and growls at you. This is night brood business. And with that, he quickly just like kind of like you could see his hands just kind of shape out his large claws as he kind of like gets ready to just jump you guys.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Karazi starts you see Karazi quickly wrap his entire he wraps his blankets around like a little knapsack and kind of throws all of the stuff in and starts pushing stuff out of a chute, and then kind of quickly grabs from his holster a much finer looking gun, a flintlock of sorts. Not quite like the crude iron brick that the goblin was holding. So yeah. Oh, sleep time? Alright, take care. Thanks for stopping by, Draco. Good luck on the TPK. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be TPK. But how's that
Not
for
underestimate us.
I don't think you guys will get TPK'd. I think you guys have this in the bag.
We'll see. I won at him. I won at it throughout.
Yep.
Not
Um,
a doggo.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did Bruno say? Night bloom?
Night brood territory or business.
Night,
Night brood. Night brood. There you go. Night brood.
Oh,
And I'll roll for their respective initiatives.
oh,
Oh,
crap,
shit!
We gotta roll
Uh,
initiative.
Yeah, it'll be a reroll on initiatives, and Karazi just nat critted, so he will go
Yeah,
first.
so unless,
Oh,
unless
okay.
somebody else rolls a nat 20, then it
I
can
are.
possibly. You know, I'm just gonna roll a nat. I'm just. I was like, I'm not gonna get the nat 20. I'm just gonna roll it without my modifier.
You know.
Alright, so you will go before Karazi, we'll go after you,
Hell yeah! Let's go!
because I always prioritize in draws, it's player first.
So, what is everybody else's initiative?
18.
And
Oh, you haven't. Oh, what's your deck? Because I got an 18 too.
19. 1, 9.
Oh, so it's better than mine. So I'll go after you. So I'll make mine a 7.
Okay, so 18 for Taylor, and then 17 for Core, and then
You have Raiders, by the way.
10.
Oh, I have a raid? Oh my goodness.
Oh god,
Being,
this time.
being
Ah!
Okay.
Little
I'm
of
assuming
Lilith,
the dwarf
thanks for
is
joining
making a-
us. Hi, thank you for the raid.
I'm assuming the dwarf is making a fucking run for it.
No, he threw all the loot into like a little like trash chute, and then he just kind of pulled his guns, but he's hanging by the chute. But hold on, let me greet the raiders real
Yep.
quick.
Yep, go ahead and greet him.
All right, hi, yes, welcome raiders. Hi guys,
How stupid do you think it would be if I
Um,
just went and stuck my arm down that chute and tried to...
welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out.
Well, well, maybe it's
I
right
say
that when
go
we're not
for
being-
it.
The love Lilith.
Yeah.
Haha.
I think I can
Yes.
do the same,
But yeah, thank you so much for the raid, guys.
Oh,
Not being-
Welcome, welcome. You
Oh,
actually are
right.
just missing, or
I mean, the
missing. You
chute
just
goes
made it
somewhere
to
safe,
the
otherwise
start
you wouldn't
of
be getting all the stuff down there, so
a
we'll
really
just
big
have to-
boss fight
Yeah, I
for
will
the
do.
first session. I'm kind of talking over everybody. Hang on one second.
Want to test it out?
I'm
Jump
gonna go ahead and
Yeah,
mute.
sure.
There we go. I'm just gonna mute the gang real quick. So yeah, welcome, welcome. You just made it in time. We're just about to start up a boss fight, for my D&D session. It's kind of like a steampunk, city state that my party is kind of navigating through. So their first mission that they got a job from this guy who's essentially tasked them to find something that was like a rare exported gem or like jewelry that just kind of came in, and this merchant kind of stole it from the guy they're hired by, and that merchant he basically got robbed by another group of by another gang of guys, and so they're going out to find this gang, to find the stolen treasure and stuff, and one of those guys happens to be a werewolf. So yeah, so that's kind of where the development is right now. So we have this fight going on in basically a big trash junkyard cave, and they're fighting a dwarf with essentially a flintlock pistol and a very angry werewolf. And yeah, so that's session 1. So yeah, thank you again. What were you guys playing? But yeah, I'm really really glad you guys were able to come in and kind of say hi. Oh. D&D? Oh, you were out doing D&D as well. Awesome. Yeah, I'm always happy to catch D&D streamers, and I'm always happy to reach out and meet with D&D players. This group this is a side, like a spin-off campaign based off of another game that of my world that I put together, but it's been put on hold, so I'm having them run around in this little, or not so little, city state that's a kind of a side thing. Yeah. So kick back, relax. If you need since you just finished your session, you're welcome to just rest up and do your thing, take care of yourself. But if you want to just kick back and watch the show, then you're welcome to sticking around. But yeah, thank you again. Anyways, I'm gonna get right back to my party and see what they've got planned. All right.
Wouldn't it be smart?
This is kind of dependent on how far away you push it.
Okay.
Oh
So,
yeah, where's the dwarf on initiative?
the dwarf,
I didn't write him in, so I'm like.
let me double check. The dwarf, he got a low roll. He got a
Lower
9.
than 10.
Yeah, he
Alright,
got a
he's on
9.
last.
He's going last. So it's gonna be Akira, then the werewolf, then the rest of you guys, and then the dwarf, then Karazi himself.
You know,
Yep. Alright.
I should note that unlike the previous gangers, Karazi's actually wearing something that isn't just rags and has what appears to be more like a makeshift armor essentially. He's got junkyard armor.
fair.
So-
I do have a quick question before we keep going. Is there like stuff in this room?
Stuff?
Stuff big enough that I could hide behind?
There's some assemblage of furnitures and a table that it looks to be like a little desk, like a little counting desk. And there's kind of like what appears to be sort of like a haphazard bookshelf with some like scrapbooks. But there's not too much in terms of cover per se without knocking something over. I should also note that Karazi is at the end of this basically 30-foot stretch of room next to a trash chute, and the werewolf is, well, he's 10 feet from you.
Yeah. I know where I'm going.
Yeah, you don't gotta go far.
Ask
Yeah.
mainly to see if I can do some hide shenanigans. I'd like to. If there's anything in this room that would allow me. If there's stuff in this room that would allow me to do that.
Roll your hide.
Yeah,
Alright,
there's
so
some
40 hide.
some tables and benches you can kind of make some sort of cover for. And there. Oh, actually, in the corner of the room, I left this detail out. There is a collection of barrels. That are. Yep, there's a collection about
To a
that.
barrel.
Yep, about 5 barrels, just kind of laying in the corner where the werewolf actually came out from. A couple of them look to have their lids opened, while the other 3 are closed up.
Yeah.
They are the Akri's barrels, so
Yeah.
would be remiss of them to have a gang name after barrels and not have any barrels.
Fair.
A little awkward.
Yeah, they did steal all that stuff with a barrel, so.
Alright. Let me know when you're ready, boss.
Well, it starts with you, doesn't it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Razi's how many feet away?
So he's gonna be 30 feet.
Okay. So the werewolf is 10 feet and Razi's 30.
Yep. However, the werewolf is kind of he gonna be in the way.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to make him in just my way. But you know,
The big bad wolf.
it is a big bad wolf. And you know what? Actually, no, I won't move. I don't need to move because I've decided on what my weapon would be. Once I say I would like to rage.
You rage. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
And
attack.
instead of my claws, it is now my tail basically becomes very spiny. And now I have reach of 10 feet.
Oh boy.
And I will recklessly attack
Stegosaurus.
him with I'm a Stegosaurus. And I recklessly attack him with my tail.
You recklessly attack with the tail.
Yep.
All right. Make your attacks.
Well, it's only one. It's a 25? That's 25.
25's gonna hit.
Alright. Tail does a little bit more damage. It is 9 piercing.
9 piercing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smack him gently with my tail.
So, just so you know,
Mm-hmm.
as you make contact with the werewolf and you strike a very, very telling blow, like you're just like, oh, that was a solid hit. Um, the werewolf, Bruno, he kind of like he kind of glares at you, and you notice that the strikes on his where you know where you landed the strikes on him don't appear to have done much in terms of like damage.
Yeah.
He is yeah.
As players, I'm pretty sure we were expecting this.
Yeah.
Ah,
Kira does not mind because she can do the same thing technically.
I can fight. If you live longer, I can fight more.
Exactly. It's like, oh hell yeah. But yeah, that'll be my turn. Basically, just smack with the tail from reach. And
Oh, weirdly, this is the first time I've ever actually fought a werewolf in D&D.
I will tell you this. This is not as strong as a werewolf, because there's
yeah, because they're like CR8 or something.
no, this is a CR3. But there's one thing that
I think Alpha is. But
yeah, the alpha is an 8, but this is a CR3, but I had to make a small adjustment to him because you guys would not be able to fight this guy. But
Yeah.
don't worry, you can.
Yeah.
He is defeatable, but he's gonna be tough.
Yeah, which is fine because this is what I want. This is what I live for. Speaking of, it is Bruno's turn.
Yep. And with that, Bruno's gonna retaliate.
Come at me, bot.
Yep, he's gonna just full on attack.
Right.
Let's see. Okay, so it's one of this and one of that. Alright, cool. What was your AC? Oh, it's advantage because it's reckless.
Yep. It is advantage. It is
Okay.
a 17.
Bruno goes for a rather vicious bite, and it lands and deals you.
I will.
Hmm?
I will use my reaction to buff up my AC.
Okay.
Well, my 18.
18. It will still hit.
It's at least an 18 now. Yay!
But yeah. But his next attack will probably miss for that. But you do receive 9 damage from the bites, and then his follow-up, as he reaches out to claw at you. Ooh, will it hit? No, it will not. Just barely misses. So he, he lashes out to bite, which lands on you, but his claws don't quite find purchase as he slashes with his sharp claws. And that's Bruno. All right, party, what do?
Alright,
Uh,
it's Kayla.
I. Okay, yeah, I'll continue. My initial plan is I will move roughly halfway up. Here's something that I can hide in behind,
Okay.
which I will do at the end of the turn. I will use my action to shoot him though. I will pull out my gun blade and I say shoot him. Shoot Karazi.
So you duck behind one of the tables, or one of the you duck behind the table on which you kind of interpose between you and Karazi, and you take your shot.
Oh dear. 19.
19, that will hit.
Damage.
18 damage. Holy cow.
Wow.
And then bonus action hide.
You pop out from your cover, you shoot him right where an exposed part of his armor isn't protecting him, and duck behind.
You
David.
beat an 11.
Alright, who's next?
core.
I'm next.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my basket again and just look around. Well, so much for just having a nice chat, huh?
Yeah, for real.
I'll cast Bless again
Bless.
Reliable.
on my compatriots. I'll use my action to cast Bless,
I forgot to post the song.
Hooray.
and then I'll just sort of lean up against the wall, I suppose.
just chilling.
Just fan myself a
Yeah.
little bit.
Vibe.
Get some space between you and the big bad wolf.
I believe in you guys. Yeah, I guess I'll. I don't want to move too far back. I'll move like maybe 5 feet back.
All
I'll
right.
be like 15 feet away from the werewolf.
Get some distance so that the wolf doesn't smack you.
I believe in you. This really isn't my style, but I think you lot can handle it.
Appreciate the confidence.
Give like a thumbs up.
All right.
Go get 'em.
Who's next?
It is Caesar.
I don't think it's a good idea to run past this guy. I'm just gonna go up to him.
I don't think so either. I mean, you could sort of go around.
Yeah, you could skirt around.
I can, yeah.
Cause I got it.
Oh?
I got him.
I mean, you go fight whoever you want.
Yeah, you go fight whoever you want, but I got this guy. This guy's mine.
Oh, okay. I'll try to skirt around him then. Do I take an attack of opportunity?
If you move around him, he will attack of opportunity.
You can probably
okay.
move far around him.
Yeah. You can make a wide like a wide movement around him, but you'll probably be not as you won't get too much closer to Karazi if you're trying to get towards him.
But you have extra 10 feet of movement, so
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to reach him by that theory.
Will I be able to? With
Yeah, because
40?
40. Because 30, you would have to go and get attack of opportunity, but that extra 10 feet should be enough theoretically to not get attack of opportunity and still reach Karazi.
EM confirm.
Yes, confirm.
It's 40.
I'll say unfortunately. Oh, 40 feet.
Because he's 30 feet away.
I'll say yeah. Because of your extra movement, you will be able to reach Karazi.
Okay, sweet. I'll do that then. And I'm just gonna go up and punch him.
Punch.
I am a one-trick pony, but I will do that one trick. Oh. As
sometimes-
best I can.
Sometimes the simplest things are the best.
Yeah.
Arguably, the 5e encourages that.
That's not the best. 9.
That will not hit,
Solid
unfortunately.
Start. A good start. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it probably won't help, but don't forget that you do technically have Bless.
You do a plus, but I don't
There's
think
a possible
I don't think
13
so.
hit.
Wow, I actually forgot about plus.
Well, you didn't have it. You didn't
Will
have it
possible
when I
13
played
to
it.
Karazi?
I didn't have it then.
Let's
Oh,
see,
it's
no.
Bless the maximum D is at 15.
Yeah, unfortunately, even with Bless, you will not be able to harm Karazi.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why you got the bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him again!
Just hit him.
Just hit him.
Oh,
Oh,
this
bless
one
my
I can
help.
actually bless, yeah.
Oh,
Bless
go ahead
my
and roll it.
Might actually.
Nope.
14? No, okay.
A 14 is not enough.
Flurry of blows.
I punch the wall. Ow. But no. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Alrighty.
Then it's a dwarf.
Yep. So, it goes to the dwarf.
Yep.
So Karazi, after having been shot and now is being assaulted, will just attempt to just blast you in response. In retaliation of you attempting to punch through his junkyard armor, he draws his flintlock towards you and will fire foolishly at you as he's a hastily drawn pistol shot. No, he misses. However, he does follow up with a quick dagger to the gut, or attempts to, and also misses. As you as he sort of crudely tries to stuff the pistol into your face, you just kind of push it aside, and you turn him around, and he tries to sort of counter the momentum by coming back at you with his other hand with a dagger. You just kind of push to the other side, so you kind of have him do this sort of left and right spin as he's like pretty much going right past you with both attacks.
We're fighting, not dancing.
Yep. Much to his frustration, but he misses. And that'll be his turn. And it goes back up top, I believe.
Alright. So question, if I attack something with a 30-foot line, for no reason, of course, could I hit both Karazi and the werewolf?
Hypothetically speaking.
So in this supposed hypothetical, you could. However, there is one small issue with the addition of your friend also being in that line. Because there's some... It's yeah, because right now Karazi's playing patty cake with the monk.
Yeah, how good are you with saves, Saiza?
What?
How good
what
are
is
you at
this?
saves?
Dex saves. Probably pretty good.
And don't forget,
Alright.
you have Bless. That works
And
for
you are a
saves,
monk.
too.
It does. So probably out of just like frustration that her tail didn't do anything, she just opens her mouth and just fires acid.
Oh boy. Alright, what's the DC?
It is a DC 14 dexterity saving throw for all involved.
Alrighty. Werewolf will fail. Karazi... Whoa! Karazi will duck. He nat 20'd.
Oh my god.
Yep. As
Sorry.
he notices the flash of acid flying towards him, and Seiza, he just kind of like looks over, really pissed at like Seiza for missing both his shot and his stab attempt. Kind of turns his head and he sees this gout of acid coming his way, and he's just like, oh! And then he just ducks behind, like just sort of ducks behind the bed.
Right, so whoever failed, 10 acid damage. Whoever succeeded, 5. And I think monks just say, fuck that.
Do you have evasion?
I don't know if they have evasion yet.
Did you
No.
say?
Oh, never mind. Sorry, 5 acid to you.
That's okay.
So 5 to everyone who dodged it.
Yep.
Alright, so attend to the werewolf.
Did it seem like it did full damage to it?
Oh yeah, you hit him cleanly. He takes the full brunt of it and howls in rage.
Acid, you
Oh.
say?
Yeah, acid.
Okay.
Hey. Well,
Of course,
she
she's
knows
gonna
what to
shout
do
from the
now.
back like,
No,
hey,
I
look
have
for your aim in
warned.
that.
Akira just looked back in rage.
I
Yeah.
just give her a very disappointed look.
There's chunks of people in this.
Oh my god.
Oh
Well,
god,
The chunks of people went on to the werewolf, so
that's true. He got hit with the Nickelodeon slime right there.
all right. Well, that's my turn,
Slimed.
and he doesn't
Alright.
get advantage because I didn't have to use reckless attack.
You did not reckless attack, so this is going to be normal strikes.
Mhm.
All right, werewolf full attacks.
What attack?
All right, your AC was 16, yeah?
17.
He crits. Okay.
Oh. Then I will use my reaction to use my vengeful assault on it.
Good call. Do you do that before the damage lands? I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, it doesn't really matter because it's an attack back. So.
Okay. Because you'll still get your swing back. Let's see. Homeboy does. Where's the bite
raging.
attack? Okay,
Yep.
he does his bite attack, which comes to a whopping 8 damage.
Right.
And then go ahead and swing back at him.
All right. This is not at advantage.
But are you blessed?
I am blessed.
You are.
And you strike.
27.
That will hit.
14. Smacked him with
Okay.
my tail a bit.
So he's gonna once again with the tail. But isn't doing a significant chunk of damage, but it is landing. And then he's gonna follow up with his claw swipe. Bro, this dice has it out for you, bro.
Oh,
That's fine.
It's not a crit, but good lord, it's trying. And you will take 7 damage.
Right.
I high rolled that one. I low rolled the crit. And
So
yeah,
far, I still dealt more damage to him than it dealt to me.
yeah, cause you're having his damage as well.
Mhm.
That acid spray definitely gave you a leg up.
Yep.
Wailing
I'm
on each
currently
other.
winning.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, it is who's next?
It is Kayla.
It is Taylor.
Yeah. Was Akira looking wise?
It is hard to tell because you can't tell if she's bleeding, he's bleeding, there's blood
It's-
everywhere.
It is just a
He's not going to-
slugfest.
God damn it.
It is a
Player to player.
slugfest.
Is Akira bloodied or not?
No. Not even
Okay.
close.
No,
Seiza.
cause you're taking you've taken like what 10 damage?
I think I've taken 11. Yeah, 11.
11
Kept it
damage
to my health point.
from everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's
cause
Seiza?
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I've taken 13.
Out of how many hit points do you have?
I have 17 out of 30.
I'm not the bloodied
Yeah.
one here.
Okay. Answer. See that. To know, so I can make a good decision.
Yeah, no, Kira's having a blast.
Blast. I will pop. Actually, did I successfully hide or not? I mean, like, I'm still gonna do this when I.
okay.
Oh, actually, I should really run up to help. I guess it won't actually matter if I was hidden or not.
Hmm?
Well, actually, no, it is. I will. Okay. I will get advantage if I did successfully hide. So I will be running up to Razi, but because I can get advantage, did I successfully hide from him?
Yeah. So he was distracted between getting an acid spray and Seiza just running up at him. He did not notice you.
I will shrink him with my sword.
You're gonna run up and sneak attack him.
Um, 20 total.
Total 20. That will hit.
Damage.
Ooh. And yeah, you dive right in and you give him a good old shank. He's like, oh!
Big grip. Down on him. You know what? I can actually make a bonus action because I didn't use it, and I have my gunblade out, so I will make a offhand attack with the blade portion of the gunblade.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
Just a D4.
D4. 1.
An extra damage.
Awesome.
Every point counts.
Every point counts.
True. Honestly, true.
Yay.
That's my turn.
Good. Yeah. Then it's core.
Yeah. Core's just sort of gonna like peer around the werewolf and Akira, like try to look at the other group, gauge how they're doing back there, and then Seiza's going to suddenly smell salty ocean air and feel like almost like water passing by her face as she regains hit points. I'm gonna use healing word.
Oh my god, thank you.
8. Sorry. I rolled a 3 and
Good.
a 1. 8 points of healing.
Yay.
Yeah. Only 5 off, that's good.
Yeah, that's my action. And I don't really have a bonus action. Well, just stay where I am.
Alrighty.
Isn't healing word a bonus action? Or is that?
Oh, you're right. It is a bonus
it-
action.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is a bonus action. I was like,
You've got an
You
action.
got a-
I
got the
have an
cantrip?
action. I do have a cantrip.
Oh.
If I look at Akira, does it seem like she's gonna be pissed if I try to help? Or
I mean, she's having the time of her life, so you know, make that call yourself.
She may not notice.
she may not notice.
If you're not going up and like shanking the dude, she may not notice.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm just gonna take the dodge action from my action this time around.
You're like,
I think the
nah.
others can handle it. I think they
Yeah,
got
so
this.
it's like, I don't know if she likes water genasi or not. So let's try.
I'll just take the dodge action.
Alright. You
Right.
choose to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
It's Seiza's turn.
How's your friend looking here?
How's the dwarf
Rossi?
looking?
Yeah, how's he looking?
Karazi? Karazi looks pretty banged up. But he's sticking in there.
And
Uh,
also has a dagger sticking in him. So.
Yep.
Oh my.
Picking in many
Dagger, but
ways.
yeah.
Just continue the slap fight, I guess.
Alright. Give him the smackdown.
Oh my god, this is the same as last time.
It is the same as last time.
But
Will you roll the other? Will you
It
roll
will be
a
the bless will not
12
help.
for the next one?
I would not.
Let's see if you roll a 6 for the other one.
Hmm.
Here is hoping not.
No, it's better.
16. There is a 6 in there.
There is a 6 in there. Do you still have your bless though?
Yeah. Fill
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
I have not lost concentration.
Perfect.
18.
You hit him.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, you might want to readjust after you punch this guy, just so you don't are not in the way.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. Things are fine.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I'm gonna get shanked if I try to leave.
I mean,
6.
like just like go around him. so
6
you're not in the
damage.
5 foot.
Alright.
You know, rotate a little.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
rotate a little around him.
Well, I might be in the. element.
Actually, no, you won't be because you'd be 35 feet away. So, aha. Actually,
Okay.
you'd be either 35 feet away or be like to his side because Seiza is currently in the position of the only one getting hit besides them.
Okay, I'll just take the other side then, right? It should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you take the other
Okay.
side of him, you'll be fine.
Shimmy to the other side.
But yeah, if that's the end of your turn, then it's Karaz.
Karazi. Alright.
I'm gonna call him Kaishir soon. I don't know
Kaishir.
It's here.
Kaishir.
why. Kaishir.
Kaishir is a good lad.
He is a
I
good
think.
lad.
Punch him.
He's so good
Well.
that I want to punch him.
Karazi grits his teeth and sneers. and he says, "The hell's with this?" And you see him quickly load up what appears to be just some kind of weird bag-like thing and jams it into his flintlock. He shouts,
Jesus, what are you doing?
he shouts, this is like, this wasn't part of the deal, you fluffy bastard. The deal's off. And he says that, and he points his flintlock, stuffed with whatever powders he's jammed it with, and the whole thing just kind of sets off in his hand. It explodes into this big black smoke that kind of chokes everything up. Uh,
Oh dear.
Worse than that. That's still annoying.
yep.
Oh,
You can
does
no
it
longer.
just fill the entire room?
It fills just the corner where he
Yeah.
is, as well as the wow, I blanked. It covers all three of them.
Yeah.
You can't see Karazi. However, you do hear the sound of shuffling, and suddenly just like something scraping against the metal wall, and then like a thunk.
Damn it.
It's gone down.
Of course, Bruno is just like snarls again. He's just like, cowardly dwarf. And then he's gone. So back up top.
Well, go and get him, guys, if you can find him. I'm just gonna use my breath attack again. You have to make me another dex save.
Another deck save from the wolf.
Yep.
He fails.
Nobody's in the way.
How many
Right.
breath attacks you get per? Is it per?
I get as much as my Constitution modifier.
Oh, cool. Which is a pretty high number, I take it.
It's 4, so yeah. I get
Nice.
bitches, so yeah, but he takes 4 acid damage.
Okay. He takes a whopping 4. Why is this not? There we go. My thing wasn't recording for some reason. I'm like, why is this not changing the damage that I've recorded? Okay, cool. Anything else?
Yep. Nope, that'll be it. But yeah.
Wolfman will
Here's this
strike
one.
back.
Go get it. Get him back.
He goes in for another chomp. Ooh,
Chomp.
he hits.
Alright, let's do the AC thing again.
Uh,
I have that reaction.
what's your AC
It is
raised to?
up to now a 22.
Alright, he will miss. And then he'll make his claw attack. AC 22
Alright.
still?
Mhm.
Nope, he misses again.
Yay!
As your armor, or rather your scales, become too tough for him to bite or scratch through.
Yeah. It's like the tail kind of like whips. I whip my tail back and forth.
Yee. Alright, that's the werewolf's turn.
Tail.
Party, what do?
Ah. First of all, I cough because of all this damn smoke.
Yep. It is a sulfuric smoke bomb. It is dank, it stinks, and it is definitely difficult to see through, even with your ability to see in the dark. This is more like a veil of just clouds
Yeah.
rather than a actual darkness.
Darkness.
Yep.
I'm gonna step out of this smoke cloud. I don't want to be in it.
All right, step out.
Kira's got that so far. Does it look like there's stuff in the barrels, or do they look empty?
2 of the barrels look open, but you'll have to kind of sift through them to see if there's anything in them.
Bed is closer. There's still stuff on the bed.
The bed is now just empty. There's a few things, like a couple loose coins that, because he basically just
Yeah,
like
not-
he took the 4 corners of his like bed sheets and then just kind of wrapped them up with all the treasures and then threw them down a trash chute, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before
I
we
need
start
to place
eating
down.
ourselves somewhere, I'm
Yeah.
gonna check the barrels really
Hydrate.
them
All
a
right, Shadow.
answer. I will move over to the barrels and give them one.
All right. You go ahead and you give them a look. There are 2 opened and 3 closed, and sure enough, one of them is empty, and the other one has just kind of like the bottom has just a few scraps of coin. Um, you know, there's probably like maybe 20 gold in there.
Stands lets me use an action as a bonus action. Can I use Stands to just kind of like bump the other closed barrels to see if they basically kind of just like kick them to see if they're empty or not?
Yeah, you can kick him over.
Yeah, just like I'm not gonna open all of these, but I can do something quickly to see if they are empty or have stuff in them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I like to do.
So you'll just kind of look
If
through
I could
the
actually kick them
barrels.
over. Not look,
Um,
just like bump into them. If they make
Oh, to see
kind
if
of
there's
know.
anything in there.
Yeah. They'll sound different if there's stuff in them or if they're empty. So that's what I'm doing, just like bonking them really quickly.
All right. Is it gonna be like one barrel, or are you gonna be able to? Are you able to kick all 3 of them? I don't know how the action works.
Probably just one.
Okay. Let's see.
Just do one.
So the one you kick is feels empty. Like you kick it and it actually like shudders a bit. Like, oh, there's no weight in it.
Well, I guess it didn't actually really use my main action yet.
Hmm.
So I'll kick another barrel as my main action.
Okay. You give another kick. This one you kick, there is some weight to it, and it kind of like, I wouldn't say rocks, but it kind of feels like there's something that's pushing against it and then pushing it back, and you hear like a sloshing inside.
Okay. Don't like that. All right.
Yeah.
Sure. I will keep that in mind.
All right. And then up next.
Yeah, how does Bruno look?
Bruno's actually doing pretty well, despite the beating he's taken. It's a lot of the damage he's kind of sustained doesn't appear to be too. They don't really seem more than superficial.
Akira, darling, we're in a bit of a hurry. Can you pick up the pace a bit?
Dang!
I'm
Man.
working on it.
Working on
You
it.
know what? I'm sorry, Akira, but we are kind of in a hurry.
Bit of a time crunch.
Yeah, I want Bruno to make a dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha.
Sacred Flame.
What's the DC?
14.
Ooh, he barely passes.
Oh, okay. I just sort of wave my fan and nothing happens.
Oh. There's no it just no effect.
It's just a cantrip, so
Yeah.
it doesn't
Aw,
do
darn.
anything if they save.
Alrighty.
So it just looks like
Core.
Cora's doing nothing still. That's all it looks like. It just sort of waves his fan like, "Can you hurry up, please?" and then does nothing.
Well, it's Lisa's turn if Core has nothing else.
Yep, that's it.
Give me a second. I have goofed.
Uh-oh.
I wrote down e-save, but I don't know what the stat is.
Huh?
Or key. What?
Give me a second.
What are you looking for?
If it's some DC from your class, then it should be E plus proficiency plus dexterity or strength. Likely.
Oh, it's a
Maybe it's
dex
just
stat.
dex-
Okay,
It might
no,
just
no,
be
just looking at the
dexterity
stat.
because monk.
I could be mean, but I as a player, I don't want to. Gonna skirt around so I can position myself sort of like to the side of our werewolf buddy.
So you're gonna be kind of like on his flank.
Yeah. And then we'll use Breath of the Dragon.
Ooh.
Hey,
Nice.
just like me.
Yeah. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
I'm making a lot of deck saves.
This guy is doing all sorts of dodges. What's the DC?
14.
He fails.
Oh. See, he
That's
fails all of them
Tom
except for
Marshall.
mine. I'm just like, well,
I high rolled it and then I low rolled. I rolled a 4 on that on this one, but the last one I rolled like a 13.
This is not gonna be a lot, but that's okay. 4.
4 damage.
Mhm.
Okay, just as much as mine. What
I
kind of
think you just
damage is
punch
it?
them.
yeah, what kind of damage?
I get to choose.
Oh,
Choose your damage.
nice.
Cold, I guess.
Alrighty. I'm gonna give a dose of the frost.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Anything else?
It takes 1 action, so I can bonus action punch, I think.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure Monks is okay with that.
You take
Yeah.
attack
I
action.
think Fire you have to if you're you have to use your attack
Yeah,
action,
yeah,
but
you
I think
can
for Monks you're fine.
replace one of your attacks with a
Okay.
draconic and
Monks are weird.
Means I can do a punch.
Monks are weird.
I've never
They're
seen
cool,
a
though.
subclass before. This is
It's
cool.
okay. You can kill 4 kobolds in a turn.
Why?
Um,
Pain.
15.
15? That'll hurt. That'll hit.
That'll hurt.
Oh, that'll hurt.
Also, just as a side note, I have Draconic Disciple, which means my fist also does full damage.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Roll damage.
Unfortunately, I don't get magical weapons yet.
5. Well-
Unfortunately, I knew that was a problem. I could have helped you with that.
Despite the no, I'll say not the despite. I'll say that your as your strike connects, your fist turns into an ice into just a ball of ice in your knuckles, and as it connects with the werewolf's body, it leaves a rather lasting impact. However, unlike previous times where it kind of bounces and just makes him more pissed, or it just kind of doesn't appear as damaging. This time it strikes fairly true, and the werewolf even lets out a woo, like, oh, it's cold!
Oh. But yeah, no. Right now, my claws are considered natural. They're not magical.
Yeah, it's the non-magical properties kind of hurting you there.
It's okay. That's what acid breath is for.
Yep, just keep puking on them. Ah!
Exactly.
Keep breathing acid. Seiza, yeah, was that your round?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so it's back up top.
Because we're ignoring the door. So yeah, make me a
Yeah,
dexterity.
because
Oh,
he's pieced out.
Yeah.
And another dex save for the werewolf.
Yep.
Oop, it's a pass.
All right. Let's see.
He's a tough guy.
He'll take 2 acid damage.
Oh, jeez.
All right, it's her turn.
With that, he basically just kind of snarls again. He says, "This is a waste of time," and he's just going to just walk out of the fight. He's just gonna walk out and make his way towards the door. So you guys get attack of opportunity. He's just kind of like, "I'm done." He's like, "Fuck this, fuck you guys."
You know what? He's fucking off. It's fine. He can go. Okay, that's fine.
It's amazing.
he's like, "This is a waste of my time."
Dumbfounded by Akira's non-action. Seiza also does not do
Oh.
anything.
Yep.
I'm looking at barrels.
Yep. With that,
Core's just gonna look at the others like, don't we need to speak with him? Hello?
he
I mean,
don't think we're beating him up at this point.
Akira's already like, alright, he's leaving. I'm gonna go and find where that fucking vent went.
dwarf vented.
Dwarf
Sus.
vented.
But yeah, you see the werewolf just kind of strut away from this, like, melee, and, he almost effortlessly just lifts the door up and then just, like, slinks past. And
You
then
willing to talk?
just,
No?
just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Can we talk about this?
nope. He's out. He's just like, nope, I'm not
There
done.
he goes.
You're not my business right now.
And Akira's like, alright, respectful decision. For some reason.
Blinks twice. What?
And yeah, I'm going to try to find the vent. In
I
this
ain't never.
smoke.
I've
Well.
never seen someone just leave like that.
Just, he's like, I'm done. But he does give you a, well, it's like, he'll be like, he does give you a, the night brood will hear of this, as he, like, leaves. And,
Nice.
Sure, that won't
Where
be a
did the
problem
dwarf
later.
go?
I'm not
That's nice.
that sad
Murray?
about this development.
So I guess combat's over on that one. The smoke does eventually clear, and you do take note of the big trash chute that's just in the wall.
Can I fit
Watch.
through it?
Watch the werewolf leave as I pry open the lid on this barrel that has a liquid in it.
Yep. It's a big barrel of alcohol.
Alright. But no, seriously,
What
can I
kind
fit
is
through the
it?
trash chute, boss?
Yes, you can. It was big enough for him, so it's medium-sized creatures can fit through
Also,
this.
I'm also, you know what, that's fair. I'm also 6'6", but you know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
just going head first.
Yes, I am going head into
just-
Dwarves are pretty wide, you know. They tend to be
That's
pretty
fair.
chunky.
They're rotund.
What kind of alcohol is this? Out of curiosity.
Dwarven ale. It's you found Karazi's stash of booze.
Hooray!
However, this is
Caesar, do you like dwarven drink?
It's a little strong for my taste, to be honest.
Nonsense. They all taste the same after a while.
Fair enough. Check the last barrel. Just pry open the lid on this one.
the last one. Okay,
Empty too?
empty. Yeah, they're pretty much all empties except for the one with that was full of
Alright,
mead and the one that was like used to steal all the stuff.
you're right. I guess we'll yeet ourselves to wherever that chute leads
Yep.
to.
I've already gone.
Yep.
I've already gone.
To do like a head count. Wait a minute.
As you climb in head first, Akira, make me a what do you call it? No, not this. Deck save. Like blanked.
Right.
As
13.
alrighty. You reach certain parts of the vent where you just kind of have to squeeze through, and other parts where there are just sudden drops and falls, but you are for the most part able to catch yourself. Anyone else who also goes through has to make this deck save.
Oh, if it looks
We're
like
all
I
going.
would take damage on the way down, I would like to fail my deck save on purpose.
Oh,
Oh.
sure.
Keep raging.
Keep
Alright.
raging.
You will take. You'll take 5 falling damage.
Alright.
As at a certain point, there's just a drop, and you just slam against the bottom of the vent.
My deck
Maybe I should have breathed on you.
Core's just gonna look at the hatch. I don't suppose there's another way
fuck up.
down, or...
You just hear the sounds of angry dragonborn just like bumping and smacking along inside this vent.
Right,
It is
soon
very
after-
loud, even in this fucking
soon
junkyard
after-
mountain.
God. Soon after Akira gets done, you just hear, "Oh fuck!"
Just like lion. Oh fuck!
Oh fuck! Cause I failed.
Oh, you failed as well.
My dex
Oh
save.
my god.
You take 5 falling damage as you squeeze through one tight part of the vent, only to just go into a sudden drop and slam into
Ungracefully.
slam into the
I-
bottom end of the vent.
Fuck.
Well, when I land as ungracefully as I sure have landed, time to look for this dwarf as
He built that.
I'm just gonna look at Seiza up back up at the top and just say, would you prefer for me to fall on top of you, or would you would you rather go first, or?
I'll catch you. And then
You're
she
a
goes
fat
first.
Oh.
fuck.
I'm not waiting. I'm looking.
Yep.
I am out for blood.
Well, I will get to you in just a moment.
Mhm.
First, I want to get the other party members through the vent.
Oh yeah.
Assuming
yeah,
the rest are going through.
yeah. I'll let Seiza go, and then I'll go after her. I'll wait. I'll wait, and then go last.
Seiza, go ahead.
They're going like, oh god, they just went in.
Just a dex check, right?
Seiza.
Yes.
Save. Sorry.
Dex save.
6. Okay. Give me a second.
Oh, it's
26.
Oh nice.
26. Yep.
Teleport.
You gracefully pass through the vents with little problems. Kind of squeeze through some of the tighter parts of the vent, but you are pretty much able to just carefully climb through and find your way
Okay.
out.
So I'm gonna guidance myself, which is good because first I rolled a 4 on the d4, and then I rolled a 6 on my dex save. So
Alrighty.
a perfectly average 10. I'm gonna take
Sorry,
my
I can't cast you.
I'm gonna take my basket and try to slide down on it.
You cautiously, but clunkily navigate the vent. However, you are able to just safely enough get through without falling or smacking yourself.
Yeah, there's gonna be some of that soon.
Yeah. As you all collectively, exit out of this vent on the other side of this mound, which is of this mountain, which actually deposits you just outside the fence line. You see out by the buildings, you see just another block of the buildings, and there is you see rounding a corner back into what the normal buildings, or the normal tall buildings is Karazi, who is sort of trudging and dragging this bag of loot along. You see him kind of stop, take a break, and then he looks up after he hears
I'm running in.
he
I'm
hears
running
the
through that.
enraged howl of the werewolf shouting Karazi, and you hear off in the distance the werewolf just pursuing after him as well, and that alerts Karazi. He looks up, sees you guys, and then he's like, "Oh shit!" and then throws everything over his shoulder and rounds a corner, and escapes your sight. But he's like a good it appears to be at least maybe a good 50 feet of a lead.
Having a
Well,
bad day.
it definitely hit the ground running, so just
Mhm.
runs after him. But also, just for fun with my bonus action, just punch myself in the face.
You bop yourself in the face.
Just straight strength, I believe, because I actually don't have unarmed attack.
One
Oops.
plus strength, yeah.
1 plus strength. Okay, so I take 3 damage to keep rage up.
I can, because I can do it, I will do it as much as I can, I guess. I can move a max of 75 feet in a round.
Go for it, man.
Moving
Also
and
go
dashing
really far.
twice with, yeah, you can probably move further than I can, but I will sprint 75 feet.
You sprint 75 feet.
Dash is an action, dash is a bonus action, and then my movement.
All right. I'm guessing the rest of you kind of follow suit.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
running.
I can't keep up with that. I will. All
Yep.
you just see is like
Can I
the wooden
go?
flanking of his sandals as he is like,
Yep.
Clop, clop,
I'll-
clop, clop,
I'll
clop.
catch up eventually.
Yep. You see your rogue just mad dash over and round the corner, um, followed by who's the next fastest really?
It would be a Kier. I mean, we probably basically have the same speed,
Oh.
but I'd imagine Kier would be moving a little faster.
Yeah, because
what?
she landed first and she would
Yeah,
just
she has a head
fucking
start.
run. Yeah.
I
I
have
think
uh,
I think Seize
one
is faster than I am.
120. I think if I use a thing.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't you remember Monk Boss?
yeah, I remembered. I didn't realize it was that early. They got that much movement.
No, they
I
only
think
get
I will.
120. It's 240 later on.
Oh
We went
god.
over this.
Yeah, I forgot about this with freaking Zeta's Yasha monk when he caught what's his name early on in the city. Or no, it was the lizards. That's right. Before you got to the underground city. So yeah, you mad dash and just passed everyone, Seiza.
I'm pretty
And,
sure Seize's base movement plus a dash alone is faster than I am.
What?
Yeah.
You just moving and dashing, just only doing that, I think is faster than me.
Move and dash. That's 80.
That's faster than I am by
Oh.
I have to use 3 and I still fall behind. Those dwarven legs.
Oh,
One,
that's
one
why
day
I was
to
like,
move
wait.
70 feet.
I have
One
25
day.
movement.
But yeah,
I can
okay,
only
why
move that
not?
fast because I can dash as a bonus action as a rogue. Otherwise, I'd be moving 50.
Lord.
Great. Can catch up to him though. I'm faster than he is. All that matters.
Yep.
All
Yep.
faster than he is technically. Back here.
Does it look like I can catch up with just 80? Or
I will get right to that as the party collectively at various speeds, some faster, some slower, are tagging along and trying to keep up, and you hear behind you the angered, stomping, or rather chasing behind you on all fours is the werewolf right behind you, and he's just like, "You will not get in my way. Karazi is mine." However, he's still
Oh,
way
Lord.
behind, and
God.
as
Tori's just like,
Because it's funny, I'm also on all fours already.
yeah, Lord. But he's still a good whiles away behind you, and before he's even able to um, give much chase, you all collectively round the corner of this alleyway, and afterwards the bustle and the intense, like the loud panting and angry shouting and howling of this werewolf seems to sort of drown out as you round this corner. And something is different as you enter this alley. Sound is kind of muted here, and you notice that some of the stone and brickwork doesn't quite seem well organized, if it makes sense. Rather than just sort of like things are very orderly or, somewhat orderly, the brickwork seems to go almost like sideways at parts. And you kind of take notice and you swear some of the bricks even like kind of are changing places, like moving. Um, Down this long alleyway, of course, Seiza is first to see this as she darts ahead of everybody. She sees at the very very long end of this alleyway is Karazi, who is basically just almost. It looks like he's like frozen mid-run, and he's like, but you can kind of see something kind of like happening where it's like he's kind of like slightly twitching or moving, but he can't quite move. And
Seem good.
yeah, his sack of ill-gotten gains are on the floor. However, there are two hooded men who are sifting through, and one produces what you're looking for, which is that box.
Oh,
okay. Uh. Wait, sorry. Could you?
well, what do you want to do?
So that's kind of
Sorry,
the
so there's
description.
There's
So,
two figures like sifting over the stuff that you drop.
yep, that Karazi, who's kind of like just sort of frozen in space, or yeah, frozen in place really. Um, he can't really move or anything, but it looks like he's like mid-run, and he's just kind of stuck in that pose, like almost as if he's like been paused, you know.
That doesn't look good. Oh well. It's late. My brain cell. I don't have many brain cells. I'm going to try and punch the person trying to pick up the thing.
Oh God.
Good choice.
Good choice.
You all see this, by the way, as the hooded figure's kind of going through. Um,
Well,
you.
let's- Before we start throwing hands, maybe we can try and get some confirmation.
True.
Do you guys?
It's too late.
Do you want to attack him or approach him?
I
What do they
mean-
look like?
They appear to be human, or at least, yeah, they you can't really get a good look at their faces with their, as they're cloaked over, you know, pretty well over their heads. One is in a one is in a regal, almost regal colored blue, while another is more of a darker red robe. As one seems to be kind of like looking over at the dwarf who's sort of stuck in this funny little pose, and the other one is sort of sifting through the box, or sifting through the things and pulling out the box. He's not opened the box. After all, the box is locked, so he can't
Point.
open it.
Okay.
I
Friend of
mean,
foe. I do have my sword out, by the way.
Hmm?
I'm moving towards them with my sword out.
You approach him.
Say that. Yeah.
Well, they do
well,
turn
I
to.
mean, No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Well, they do turn to acknowledge you guys, and you know, the red one who was sifting through all the loot, just kind of like, he puts his hands up. He's just like, ah, okay, here, hi. And the other one is, you know, more relaxed, more kind of seems more focused on the dwarf, but does kind of turn to look towards you to acknowledge your presence before, you know, turning his attention back to the dwarf. And so the red-robed one, kind of like, he takes one step forward, hands still up, and he's just like, ah, so are you looking for the game for these goods?
Why? Yes.
We are.
I'm sorry. I almost punched you in the face.
He's like, ah, no worries, no worries. It's a crazy city out here. Come. You'll get everything you're looking for. Trust me. We're just here for one quick thing, and we'll let you off with everything here.
Okay.
Fortunately, I think they might be the same. After the same thing we are.
Yeah.
So, I may inquire, what is the one thing you're after?
Ah, well, I suppose it might help to get a little that cleared out of the way. We're actually looking for this box. Our contact told us that he was going to send some specialists to go find it. Are you looking for this box?
Yes.
Yeah?
We
Hmm.
were sent to find that.
I take it was by a man named Ignacio, yes?
Yep, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Ah, well, I'm the guy that he's working for. He told me that he was going to
Okay.
assemble some folks that were going to come out and get this treasure. And with that, they they kind of pull back their hoods. One is an elf, not a drow, but just an elf, who is still more focused on the dwarf than anything, and kind of every now and again you see him sort of like poke Karazi, just like making sure that he's stuck in whatever he's stuck in. However, with them is the red-hooded, as the red-robed man kind of pulls back his hood, reveals himself, and they appear to be some sort of mages. And
Well, I want to check up on that dwarf, so I'm gonna do the natural thing of charging at them. but also not interested in actually
So,
charging
I'm,
with them.
if I'm
I just wanna get.
understanding correct,
Mhm.
you're the boss's boss, then, in a sense.
I guess that would be the case. Yep. You're I am your employer's employer, so to speak. It's a bit complicated, you see.
I see.
But worry not. We're just here for a little quick checkup on something, and we'll get right out of your hair. And I'll pass you something along to our good old buddy Ignacio. See, he's wanted to take on a fairly important job for me, but
Knew it. I freaking knew it.
oh, did you see?
It's
Yeah.
stream is delayed, so it takes a second. But
It takes a moment,
Yeah.
yeah. But
damn it.
you know it's not gonna be a campaign without this motherfucker. But worry not. In any case,
Now I feel better.
there's nothing, nothing that won't interfere with your work, nonetheless. And with that, he kind of gestures you guys over to kind of take a look with him, as he produces a very bizarre-looking key that there is no real lock to it. He kind of puts it up to where a lock would be, and then you hear the sound of several like clicks and ticks from the box, and then eventually it kind of loosens up the lid. And within, he opens up, and you see this bizarre-looking crown. It's more like a circlet with rather almost like hard to best way to describe it. It's a circlet, but the metal is black, and it gives off these like very sharp, not sharp, but like very round but pointed ends. And sitting in them is a collection of gems right at the front, where at the front of the forehead. All of them red, and they almost look like eyes, with how the craftsmanship looks. But they're not eyes, but they're like, just by the craftsmanship, they resemble almost like gem-like eyes. And to which then the elf calls out, "So, did we find it?" To which then the red-robed man kind of looks over his shoulders, like, "Hold on, we gotta check." You see him produce from his robe a little pocketbook, and he flips through it and pulls a page, and kind of whispers a sort of like somatic components to it, and he holds the page out over the crown, and nothing. And then he pulls another page, says another phrase, nothing. He gives off this quiet sigh, and to which the elf says, like, "I told you he's no good." He's like, "No, he's good. He gave us what we were looking for. I just guess I was looking in the wrong place. Oh well." And then with that, he shuts the box, and then everything kind of not quite fully locks, click, but it shuts fairly solidly. To which then he smiles and hands it to you. And with that, he then sort of he pulls from his robe and he says,
Set the box now.
"Yep." He gives you the box.
Sorry about
And he
that.
says, "Tell Ignacio you guys and he did a great job on this."
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why did you even bother to hire anyone in the first place?
Well, we're not really from around here. But, it's better to have local help than anything, especially when you're kind of new to this sort of place. Only thing I'm really familiar is, well, things like this, and he points out to what's happening around you. As you kind of notice, it's this alleyway is very unnatural. Feel free to make a wisdom check, guys.
Oh, I would, but I'm charging straight in there because
Oh my god.
I literally just charging at the dwarf to sniff him like a dog.
Oh,
Just
well.
like charge at him and just like go near him and just like
I'm imagining like the borzoi staring at the pineapple. That's what you're doing.
yeah, pretty much.
Wait, so straight wisdom?
Yeah, just a wisdom check.
Wait, all of us?
If you would like to know what the heck is going on.
Okay.
Probably don't. Oh, it's fine. I'm
You know,
That's,
I would be curious
my
enough
answer.
to what's happening to him than anything
Yeah.
else.
I would if.
Oh wait, what the heck did I post it?
Yeah.
Since he said it was okay, I'm gonna start collecting. Oh, 218. I'm gonna start collecting the other stuff the dwarf had. If you don't mind.
Ah, the other goods that he stole.
The other treasures.
Alrighty.
I just got a
Uh,
13.
You do have a guy to get this back to, so.
Yeah. Yeah, they make no effort to
We'll
stop
see.
you.
Keep it, but
They'll be like,
we gotta.
take whatever you want.
Like,
This
the
ain't our
door.
stuff. But yeah. The
Whatever you assume.
for those checks, for those you are kind of familiar with this. It's kind of like a whoa, this is crazy kind of moment. Because this is a bit of I guess for lack of a better phrase, bit of a urban myth essentially. But you guys have stumbled upon what Brosnov likes to call the corridor. And the corridor, what it is this very it's a phenomena that happens. What happens is sometimes you might round an alley or go down a street, and you'll end up in basically a street that doesn't actually exist. And whatever causes this sort of phenomena of this like non-existent street to just suddenly be there, or for you to end up, is kind of nobody knows how or why this happens. But they know that every now and again you might round a corner and then you'll just find out that you're just in some like you're like in some kind of like alley that should not basically exist. And wherever you go, it'll drop you off in another street or alley, and it's almost unpredictable where it kind of takes you. But it's just a like one point and end point that kind of drops you off somewhere.
Like, this will be fun.
There is some people say that they can predict when and where it might pop up, and even some who have kind of made claims that are like, oh yeah, I know how to like use it so I can actually go where I want to go. But of course that's all like, rumors and hearsay. Nobody has ever been able to like prove that one, it exists, two, they've been through it, or even three, been able to in any capacity manipulate it.
Does he feel solid when I poke him?
He does.
Alright,
When
sweet.
you poke Karazi, he's being held by a hold person spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would like to take his hand to my jaw, and you know what happens next.
Oh.
The elf says, I wouldn't do that.
She just looks at him with the hand in her mouth like a crocodile.
I think he's had enough for this one. And like, besides, wouldn't you want to go and take care of this business?
You do got some places
Down
to be,
again.
Akira.
Nibbles it.
Okay. We'll take it.
Well, Ignacio hires some interesting ones, I guess.
And you're awfully interesting yourself. Can I ask what your interest is if this isn't it?
I'm sorry, one more time.
I'll like point to the box. If this wasn't what you were looking for, what are you searching for, if I may ask?
Well, that's not really a question I can really answer. It's nothing you should worry yourselves over, really. I wouldn't be too bothered about that, really. It's and then to which the red one kind of pipes up and he's like, "We're collectors." It's like, "Yeah, what he said." It's like, "Yep, we're collectors. Just a couple of world-weary travelers looking for the world's most interesting things to find. Unfortunately, we seem to have found a dud. But our old pal delivered, so we found what we found. It just wasn't the thing I was hoping to find. You know what I mean?"
Because it's funny, can
Oh.
I make an insight check?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I almost don't even need an insight check for that one. Sounds like bullshit.
What does my insight of a natural?
Oh,
A
no.
nat 20.
Yeah.
You know these two are full of shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Congrats.
Pretty easy to tell these two are not. But they're not making much of an effort.
Akira looks
Oh,
down at both
gosh.
of them and says, "You both are full of shit."
Now,
Yep.
Akira, they are just collectors, the same way I am just a farmer.
You're also full of shit. This makes
Aren't
sense.
we all?
I'm just a transporter. No. The
Hey.
humble trader.
This gang is this group is smart. Better watch out. Maybe you'll be calling on these guys later for your little experiments. I was like, hey, they're not experiments, and you know I'm not allowed to do any of that stuff. Big man himself said that this isn't even allowed. It's like, yeah, you're not supposed to be messing with assets like that. Anyways, for your
Not
troubles.
like we're gonna tell.
Fair enough.
Buzzwords around.
You know, just.
Well, we're getting
What?
paid, so I don't care.
What is this little werewolf?
Well, the werewolf did not enter the corridor.
Huh.
Remember, the
All
corridor
right.
is a phenomena that only some people can stumble into.
It's a problem for another time.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Where's the werewolf? Who knows? It's not your problem.
that's true.
The better question is, where are we going to be? I think.
That is a good question.
Find out when we exit.
Yep.
That's not good.
Well, with that, the two men put their hoods up and they kind of give you well, if there's anything else, I guess we should be going on our way. And you should probably go back to checking with Ignacio. Oh, make sure he gets that letter. He says. He kind of points at the letter on top of the box.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah, we can do that.
Yep.
And you, boss.
They give you their goodbyes, and the elf in the blue kind of also mentions like, "Hey, if you ever make it and find yourselves on the other side of this crazy war, make a stop by to Valvadiri, won't you? Check out this place I'm putting together. It's called Golden Home. Just tell them you know me."
Oh,
Amazing.
And with that, they walk in the direction you guys came from, and round the corner, and they're gone.
there they go. Right,
Goodbye.
let's
Briefly
get going.
inspect the letter in pocket. Okay.
You guys need help collecting whatever treasure that he placed on the ground.
I think we got it. Like
Hey.
we'll just leave.
Everyone looks at him.
Yep, he's still frozen. He gonna be there for a minute.
Yeah, you know what? He's
Akira
fine.
puts his hand into her mouth again.
Oh, Monica.
Now, let's leave him.
Please do
Some
not
breakfast.
chomp.
We've all had a rough, weird day.
Just a little taste.
No.
I do like dwarfs sometimes.
No.
Don't want to hear that.
Just, hey, yo.
That's not great hearing.
I don't
Oh,
think your
right.
dwarf
No,
in the
I'm
party
standing right
appreciates
here.
that.
Standing right here. Big yikes.
Big
Well-
Before
yikes.
we leave, I will just lean over Karazi and whisper, "Don't forget, we spared you." And I'll leave.
He can only give you guys a look as his eyes are the only thing that can really move. It's his face remains in a pained and labored expression of him sprinting. He got hit with his whole person without even like seeing it coming.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, as she's leaving, Akira's just like, oh man, but I do love hands. Dwarven hands are so crunchy.
Have enough hands earlier.
Crunchy hands.
Humped
Crunchy.
hands. That's fair.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to deliver these goods back to the leader guy first, or do we want to go straight to Ignacio?
I mean, we can
Oh.
deliver his goods
I
back,
thought we were
right?
pawning those off.
Oh,
Are we not?
well, I suppose we should really return them to Gale. Though
Did
perhaps
say
with
that
a
we try and
strong word
help
of warning that he ought to, avoid putting his fingers where they don't belong in the future.
Look.
Oh, I did it again.
What exactly
Just
is in here, by the way? Just kind of
Oh,
a sifting
the
through
loot.
the treasure. Anything?
Um, well, there were those fur pelts that the cloth salesman was mentioning. Then the various fine silks as well. In addition to that, there's various rare like dried jerky meats. And like various just like little odds and ends, silverware that were like exported. And several like just some raw goods that you'd find actually more in the North Brosnov coast, as well as some things that were some doubloons and some gems as well.
Okay.
So it's just
Yeah,
like a
I think
very
there's like
just various like odds and ends really, but it's like rare import stuff. Oh, so and some wines, some rare wines.
Oh, uh-oh.
some of these bottles. I'm not really interested in any of the other stuff.
It's alright. We'll return it.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. That's why I want to take it.
I'm
If
sure
he doesn't
our
know that we found any wine, then he won't know that he's missing it.
I'm sure that he will know what he's missing.
I mean, he's missing a lot,
Well,
unfortunately.
picture this. We go up to them and say, oh no, when we were chasing, the supply dropped to the floor and the wine shattered.
Well, I'm assuming that this isn't everything that he had. This is what the
Um,
clothes had in
it's just
theory.
what he had on hand. A lot of the stuff, like the money, is gone for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
there is some
barrels
money, but you know.
those were empty. There isn't enough for those barrels.
I'm just saying we are getting paid for this job, so we could always buy wine after.
I'm not really worried about this. I'll probably just give it back to him. Alright, people,
You depart from the corridor.
you leave the corridor.
Yeah.
And,
All right. Well,
where are we?
you find yourselves back at the merry-go-round.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. I mean,
Uh,
that's where we needed to go, right?
Yep.
I'll head over to where Gale was.
We'll
I
go.
know
Find
this
our way
is
back to
probably
Gale.
gonna be terrible, but can I try to snatch something from the stash while no one's looking?
don't care enough even if I caught you. So
I
would
gotta
this be a sleight of
play up
hand
the asshole.
technically?
Yeah. Wait, is it?
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Normally, yeah.
You trying to snatch something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sleight of hand. Are you from what? From where?
The
From
hall.
you.
our stash.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
You're
from
holding the thing, right?
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you
Holding the
meant
stuff,
from
yeah.
Taylor. No, but from the
No.
stash.
Holding
Yeah,
the stuff.
Okay.
Offers you that you can have stuff, says no, steals it.
Exactly. That
Ah,
one's
the
better.
kleptomaniac.
Okay, I guess this is just gonna be my perception against your fan, I guess so.
There we go.
I actually don't have good sleight of hand. I just have a crippling problem.
It just
Yeah.
You wanna know what's
Oh,
My
yeah.
sleight of hand is better than yours.
Oh my
don't-
lord.
I don't even need to roll to see that. My passive could see that. A 7?
having second thoughts about that wine there? Oh, I did offer it to you.
Right.
I mean, I suppose you really wouldn't miss one bottle. If you're that
Exactly.
you're
Are
that
you are you
in
tempted
need.
on taking some of this poor guy's stuff? Oh no.
God, I don't want to.
I mean, go for it.
I need to be that ass.
You're the asshole.
Yes,
You're
I
supposed
am.
to be an asshole.
I mean, to be fair, Akira was literally eating people earlier, so I don't really think she had
I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
Right, what's screwing one person over? We
Well-
literally had like corpses on the way here. Ah,
It's all relative.
Just take it if you really want it, Seiza.
I mean, if anything, you could ask for him, or ask for
A
it,
few
or just be
alcohols,
like,
right?
be like, hey, we got your stuff. Well, that'll cost you one wine.
I don't know, I'm like conscious.
Dang.
What conscience?
You know, like, as they say, I can't even think right now.
No worries.
Because it hasn't had enough alcohol.
Yeah.
This introspective.
Perhaps I should have picked that bottle.
Seiza just like, damn it, I got caught. I don't even want this anymore.
Well, while you're in the midst of this crisis, and make your way through merry-go-rounds, you are stopped as a Tetsu guard approaches you guys, and he's like, hey, what are you guys doing with all that? And he holds you up, gun ready, by the way.
Returning lost goods.
He's like, oh, likely story.
No,
Alright, what's in the bag?
It's quite true. Do you know a Mr. Gale?
Ah, Mr. Gill, you mean the very man who got robbed? I see the
Exactly.
crooks have grown unconscious then.
No, actually, we stopped the crooks. We're simply a third party trying to do a good deed.
I'm sure that's a real heartwarming story. How about you come down to the station and talk to me about that with some of the boys?
Why don't we talk to Mr. Gale first, and if he can't back our story, then I'll gladly go where you'd like to go, officer.
The Tetsu guard then starts pointing his very, very scary gun at you.
Just raise my
And
hand
he's just like,
I'm just a farmer. I'm
He's
just
just like,
saying.
I don't
Let's
think you want
check
to.
with-
I don't think you're in the right to be calling the shots here. I think.
That was merely a suggestion, officer. Just a suggestion. Save you some time and effort.
As that continues, however, Ryoji shows up and he says, "Officer, I can vouch for these folks. They are indeed here to return some goods by Gale." And the officer looks looks at over by Ryoji and sneers at him, and under his breath mutters "filthy samurai," kind of like before walking away. And Ryoji kind of nods and looks over to the bag that you guys are carrying. And
Never not annoying.
yep, told you those Tetsuguard are brutal. He kind of nods quietly and acknowledges and kind of mentions I was like, best go quickly to return those items.
Yeah. Goodness knows I hate dealing with the guard. I swear it's always in one ear and out with the other with them.
Well, nevertheless, Gale should probably be mourning over his items there. Here, I'll take you with him.
Sure.
I ask that I also share in some of the credit, of course. At least the small convenience for preventing the Tetsuguard from inconveniencing you.
And I suppose we should leave out the part where you helped steal it in the first place.
You lot are pretty wise. Sometimes a little drama helps drum up business.
I see.
For me, it don't. You know, you do you.
Gale
I'm
is
just here for the food.
Gale is Guildmark, and I have I have little sympathies for those who cooperate with the guild. So, but if it helps out at least a little bit, and I'll at least pitch in to assist in some way. I'm sure with that you'll also be happy to consider someone more efficient than some guild mercenaries who can't even keep track of one caravan or one cart.
If it helps your business.
Helps everyone really. It hurts the organization, and it helps people that live here in the market in the merry-go-round. Times are tough right now. Well, I suppose for us folk, anyways. And he says this as he walks with you and make your way down to the shop, or not the shop, but the warehouse. With that, he kind of makes mention if you ever come across some of the other samurai, just be wary of their they may have their own business practices as well. I can't say that what I do is, well, the cleanest thing, but given all things with the syndicate and these other organizations that are running around and keeping good folk down, it's been hard.
Samurai do as samurai do.
I fully assure you that even without your intervention, I would have made some effort to try and at least get the goods returned. But fighting a werewolf isn't something I'm quite used to yet.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna have to deal with old Bruno one of these days, but
Indeed.
not today.
I'm sure that'll be the last we hear of old Bruno.
Because we don't talk about him.
We will not discuss the matter of the werewolf further. And not to mention, more and more people have, I suppose, been getting these self-same sort of desires and ferventry of taking up the blade and taking on such a vigilante work, much like I do.
Well, I mean, I think hoping that the city can become a better place is not a bad goal to have.
No, I believe that the city will get better. I mean, there have been some things that have improved. The new train system, for instance, is one great thing. And, well, the Syndicate itself may not be, maybe a heinous organization. They sometimes do a bit of a better job than the Tetsuguard at times, I feel. At least with keeping the streets cleaned. I don't know.
What the guards seem to be good at all the time is just being annoying and not actually doing their job.
Indeed.
Admittedly, probably doing their job would be more of a nuisance for me, but...
Well.
I don't know. Like, it's only when people actually definitely have not done anything wrong where they seem to get involved.
Well, nevertheless, I'm sure that I'm sure that what I've done is probably not in the best fashion of what one would expect of a samurai, but it certainly won't be the worst thing I've seen. There's been amid the swordsmen a bit of a clash, I suppose. Yeah, so you best watch yourself when working around some of these good folk. Some of them are, well, let's just say they're taking the honor and ideologies a little too far, and well, I suppose or not so much too far, but they're, well, veiling their intentions with far more malicious purposes than I am. robbing a guild
So
marked
kind of
cart
just-
is one thing. I'm sure there's others that might be out there doing other things.
Just kind of normal fare in Rosnov in some ways. Then.
Indeed, seems like the savagery that comes along and envelops people over whether it's for greed or for other things has taken hold on many of these folks. They say there's a swordsman running around at the moment, chopping down many of the old timers and making a name for himself, but I've not heard much about him. If anyone that comes around that makes such a claim, I'd give them a wide berth if I were you.
Seems fair advice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly just a farmer. I don't want to get involved in anything dangerous.
Well, I don't know if that's entirely true of yours. I mean, after all, you did have to handle Bruno.
Oh, I mostly just watch.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh. Nevertheless, I suppose it's to one group to another. At the very least, a small fair warning. Now then, let's go see with our good old friend Gale then, shall we?
Yeah.
Where's our moral support?
Yep.
I
And,
am the epitome of moral support.
Yeah.
Well,
That's okay.
you return to Gale with your goods.
This
And Gale is overwhelmed. He's pretty happy and cries again as he thanks you fervently for returning his goods. By now, there is in fact another guy. It's a very serious-looking man who's got a clipboard and is just kind of like listing down things.
Dear.
Yeah, this appears to be the coin counter that Gil was talking about. And all he's doing really is just kind of listing a few things off and just shaking his head morosely as as he kind of inspects over the small paltry goods that you return to Gale, but Gale is happy nonetheless.
That's all we could get.
Yep. With that, he's happy, and he's just like, it's just like, see, this is what I love about this place. You guys are honest, good folk. They're so hard to come by now. He kind of turns to the coin counter and just like,
Yeah,
why
let's
can't-
go with that.
why can't your worthless mercenaries be more useful, huh? It's like I took out a large commission for you guys, and this is what I get. This is all I get. I get some guys from the street who did this for me without even asking for anything.
About that.
By the way, did you guys want anything?
Well, I do have a request if possible.
Well, I hope it's not too expensive. You know, I've got a cart to fix.
No. I actually had a question. How much for this bottle of wine right here?
He kind of looks it over and kind of glances it, and he just kind of stuffs it into your arms, and he's just like, it's yours.
Great. I'm gonna hand it right away over to Safe.
Yep.
Yeah, you got your
Um,
line.
The half-orc,
There you
Samurai, of course, kind of does his bit to chip in. He says about what happened and gives his side of the story, which is
Minus
embellished.
The,
Rather embellished, as he, rather than cooperates, talks about how he noticed of the dangers of pursuing a werewolf, and that this was perhaps done by Nightbrood. To which then the the coin counter stops with his recording, and he's just like, "You say Nightbrood? Oh, those fucking bastards!" And then he goes back to writing it down. All right, bosses will hear about this one.
Alright, who is the Nightbrood? I did hear that big fellow mention them a few times, but I don't recognize the name.
A bunch of bastards that don't know their place, that is what they are. They're a bunch of rave mongers. They go around and they steal all sorts of stuff. They run a bunch of operations throughout Brosnov. They mostly host all the big parties that usually get thrown at during the night hours.
So they're a gang that throws parties.
You could say that. they're one of the smaller gangs. Them and some of the others they like to get their hands into other people's businesses, and well, let's just say they ain't big for a reason. 'Cause them hands, and he like smacks his book, just like comes off quick. Guess we'll have to show him a lesson or two.
I almost did that, but they told me no.
Mm.
And we're very proud of you. You're making a lot of progress.
Man, last campaign we had the monk who needed to learn to bathe. This campaign we've got a dragonborn who needs to learn to not eat everything.
It's not eat everything, it's eat
Not everything,
everyone.
everybody.
Okay, well, you know. Hydrates. Alright, I just saw the hydrate.
Rehydrate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
there.
the first one I did a while back. But I didn't see the other one.
There, Bob, do you see it now?
Oh my god. One more. There. Cool. But with that, with your prize of a wine in tow, and the information on the Night Brood happening to be, they, just like the Merchants Guild, are just another gang that basically just run their own businesses. They tend to be a bit more involved in the more entertainment scene, and that's where they kind of run their money in racketeering.
I see.
DPS? No, we're not doing that. Oh my god. Hey, Pi. Oh, hey! Cloud Drexy, welcome. Let me do a quick shout out.
This is the first time I've seen the change class thing.
Oh, wait, whoop.
What's that?
There we go.
Hey everybody, reroll your characters.
Alright, you're all dead.
Already has DPS.
Anyways, that being said, sorry, I was doing that. Welcome, welcome. Right. You guys, is that everything you guys wanted with Gale?
Now, Mr. Gale, there is one thing that we're not returning to you, and that's because it was not yours to begin with, so I apologize. But
Ding.
I think you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's the box. And he kind of looks at that and he's just kind of like trying to interpose between like you guys with the box and the coin counter who hasn't noticed this box. And he's just like, just take it, just take it.
I'm not, I don't have the box.
Oh,
So
well,
I'm
in
not-
other
I'm not
words, he's
gonna-
just like shh,
I'm
shh,
just-
shh. It's like,
I'm just
okay,
gonna
guys,
basically
just
be
take
like,
it.
We're keeping something that wasn't yours. So,
He
sorry.
knows very quickly and he's just like, just take it. I knew that thing was a bad idea.
Yeah, careful where you stick your hands next time, speaking of fingers.
And stretch. Ugh,
Yep.
okay. But yeah.
I do like fingers.
We know, darling,
Bruh.
we know.
We all just
Bruh.
Fucking fingers right. Fucking fingers right.
Excuse you?
I do like them fingers.
It's been chomping on people's hands, man. That poor dwarf. Ah, he's not that poor. Fuck that guy. But any case,
Look. At least he didn't get his hand chopped off.
true that. Freaking
still
the
has his hand.
that elf saved his hand from being chomped.
Well,
Yep.
we did too afterwards. We also
Mhm.
stopped her.
Oh yeah, that's
second
true.
time.
True. We did have to stop her from going back in.
Also true. You're right.
Yeah.
All right.
But now he
Um,
knows that she would have taken off his hand if he wasn't stopped.
It's true.
Lord. Right. So you head on back to the Hooded Hen.
Yeah, we'll head back.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, well, where is it? Sure enough, your old pal, Ignacio, sits waiting at the very same alcove, just enjoying himself a little meal. And he sees you guys, box in hand, letter on top, and he's just like, ah, so you did it then.
Yeah, though I'm not really sure if we were
Love that smile.
necessary since we ran into your boss.
Oh, you met with them, huh? Well,
Letters for you.
and he looks at it and he's just like, ah, finally. Whew, this was my ticket out of here. You guys have helped me so much. Thank you. And with that, hmm?
We're welcome.
Yep. With that, he produces the big old bag of coins. And inside, in addition to that 500 he gave you from the very start, from last session we met up, he hands you a bag with 2,000 gold.
Hog.
Yeah.
That's 500 gold each, guys.
Yep.
Yay!
He hands that to you, and then he says, like, this might look big to you guys, but to me, oh, that's nothing compared to what I've just gotten. And he, like, you see him just kind of, like, almost kissing the letter. He's like, finally, I get to go.
Where are you going exactly, if I may ask?
Away from this war first, he says as he tucks away his letter. You know, with the way things are, outside Brosnov is about as dangerous as in here.
Oh?
Yeah, well, I would advise against it, at least for now, just to stay within the walls unless you're ready to go fight in a war. It's crazy out there.
So where exactly are you going if you're going away from the war?
He kind of glances over, looks over his shoulders, and kind of says, like, you know what? Maybe it's best I don't tell you, actually. But I'm sure if you've met with my boss, then you may have a better clue about it.
I see. They did mention something like that.
Indeed. And he pats you on the shoulder, and he's just like, well, my friends, you've done so much and more. Unfortunately, I'm not really able to give you any more jobs. However, I happen to be pretty important in where I am, or I guess where I was. And I'll be passing along this good deed and your reputation along to people who will be far more wanting of your services, if you're in need of some coin, of course.
Always.
Well,
Never-ending journey.
it's a paltry pay compared to what I offered. That's for, or it's like I offered, but a paltry pay of what they could give you. And with my backing, you'll be no doubt be swimming in gold.
Is more or less idea here.
Oh, thanks for the follow. But well then, I suggest maybe you should celebrate to a job well done and perhaps the just the beginning of a future successful endeavor, a rise to the top, shall we say?
I suppose, but
So,
Indeed. Well, tell you what. And he whistles over and calls for Ugurg, the barkeep. And he says, put everything on my tab. I have something to take care of. He says as he taps the box. These folks earned it. And with that, he pretty much kind of like gives a thanks and says, anything you want from here, it's on me. For at least for the rest of the day. I'm sure that my former employers will be happy to handle the bill. Don't worry, it won't go back to you.
and by me, at the very least.
Oh no. Here we go again.
Drunk Sizer. Drunk Sizer. I never will say your name correctly.
Just giving an eyes emoji at that right now.
Mm.
It's like, oh man.
That's all you had to say.
And with that,
Buffet.
yep, with that concludes the job. Congrats, guys.
Yay. We did it.
Did it.
Yep.
Job complete, and I'm sure this totally will not come to bite us in the ass later on.
Nope.
It's
If
totally
anything,
fine.
if anything, your dear friend Ignacio will make good on his word, and in due time, he will of course be reaching out to future folks, and Ugurg will handle your jobs for here on out. For now, at the very least. Who knows where your success may take you?
I'm sure that brown thing was totally just normal, nothing weird about it, just
And here's hoping.
pretty looking, nothing strange, no curses,
Yeah.
no weird dark powers, nothing, just normal.
It's just a weird looking crown.
This ain't the Fire Emblem campaign. Of course, everything's normal.
Of course,
Just
everything's normal.
just all normal.
The sun is real. It's just it's just covered by the clouds.
God.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Rain is normal.
Works like you think it
Up in the
does.
sky and the sprinkler is fine.
We're normal.
It's
Exactly, Pi.
normal.
Thank you, Pi. We're normal. We're very normal here.
How dare you make fun of my world with the light switch and the sprinkler system?
You mean the orbs of water?
Oh,
Yeah.
water orbs.
Yeah,
Lord.
the light bulb and the sprinkler system. It's normal.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be a conclusion to. Yeah, we're gonna conclude with that. Does anyone want to do anything or, you know,
I eat.
Dude,
add
all of
anything to
them.
their thing to this?
I'm too tired to think like that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
who
could cap
knows?
off here if
Yeah.
unless anyone wants to do
Yeah.
any like last thoughts or
We just
anything.
eat and drink to our heart's
Yeah.
content.
Very well. You party it up to a successful endeavor.
Gore doesn't drink anything but water and eats just vegetable soup. No meat.
Mhm.
No.
Not after
Fine.
today.
Sorry, I can't believe it. Took only one session to turn a party member vegetarian.
Damn.
And you know, I think Seiza will drink for all of us. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's believable about the. Oh, go ahead.
I was definitely getting involved in the drinking too. That was like hell yeah, free alcohol.
I just eat all the meat.
I don't want to steal from the guy that's already like crying in the corner, but
Yeah.
Stole
Oh,
from
sorry.
the guy who's
I saw
already
it.
been robbed.
Sticky fingers, and to be fair, you were trying to steal when he wasn't there, so I can kind of get it. It's like you're not stealing directly from him. You're just like, oh, but it's right there.
Just don't
I
steal
was-
an entire gazebo and we're good.
What's funny, I
Lord.
was thinking of being like, wait, you're giving this to me? That means it's not worth blood.
Oh,
Give me more.
well, now you can
Lord.
drink as much as you want.
Or think about it like this: he might just be very generous.
That's true,
No.
But I'm an asshole.
Then that's his mistake, okay? That's his
Opposite
problem.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's an issue. That is simply an issue of his skill.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I promise
So-
I'm not like this in real life. What do you mean?
Make a great team, guys.
This looks to be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. So yeah,
We
I
just
think-
gotta get over the hurdle. Sorry, Taylor.
oof.
Excuse you.
But yeah, I think with that we can call it here since I'm sure y'all are tired and I gotta get ready. I got work.
I got class in the morning.
But hope you guys enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
I'll
Fun.
let me do a quick sign off and then we can chat a little more. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna.
Bye, chat.
We're not gonna raid anyone tonight, so we're just gonna conclude it here for now. Hydrate. Dang, Shadow. Alright. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for all the raiders. You guys are awesome, and hope you all had an amazing night, day, or if you're checking out the VOD afterward, just whenever. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.